There's another exit?
Yeah.
They were getting out somewhere.
There's
There's
probably
going to be
more
an
than
exit.
one.
There's going to be a tunnel to the library from here.
Yes, that's what we know about, but it's still like, where's that entrance relative to where we are right now?
Well, it's going to be on the wall that we're near, or you know what I mean. It's going to
Maybe
be on the
not.
side we're at.
I don't know, mate, that
potentially.
doesn't sound like standing and fighting, which seems a very
I'm happy to stand and
unbarbarian
fight.
tactic to run away.
But do you want to try and fight 24,000 men?
Not including all
They're
the
smaller than
spiders
men.
and those flying things.
I could stand there and throw quite a few hundred off the cliff, but eventually they're going to pile up, and then the damage is going to do less.
Jed, out of
Yeah.
curiosity, does Farron have to see people to connect with them telepathically?
Let me check.
Or is there a range limit?
Let me check.
I think
Go for. It depends on what you're going for.
Visual.
But
Message is
for
visual,
Awakened Mind, I need to be able to see them, and they need to be within 30 feet to set that up. And then once it's set up, I've got a range of 4 miles.
Oh, that's pretty good.
For like free communication.
That's pretty good, especially if you've got like a scout that can go out.
Yeah.
Like that'd be really good linked with Tor for scouting.
Yeah. So that is that as a that specific feature is just communication and has some debuff effect as well, which I'm hoping I'm not using on you guys. The thing that Fern does where she sees through other people's eyes is touch to set up, and then it's unlimited range, but I can only cast spells if I'm within 60 feet of you.
Ah, shit. I was just thinking of trying to get a message to someone on the surface and say, get us out of here.
One world has just crashed and isn't
We don't have anything explosive, do we? So...
No, not really. I mean, Guidance Bolt isn't an explosive spell. It's not fireball or anything. So
I was thinking about fucking bringing stone down onto the path.
Also get you this.
So we could dig our way out maybe, but...
See, I've got enhanced ability. I could make you stronger or myself stronger and then try and dig our way out.
All right, well, table's up, guys, if you want to join.
I've got telekinesis. I could use it. I can move a whole bunch of rocks. It is a huge or smaller rock object I can move.
You're flying again.
How many times? Any limit? Is there a limited amount or?
I just went back online. I'll send invites manually.
It is in-game. I can move a huge or smaller object up to 30 feet in any direction for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Big man.
So you know, if
you do big object for a minute, and then you could just literally start moving them pretty.
Yeah, I can clear the rocks out. To,
so all we'd have to do is hold the pass, pretty much.
Me and you can hold the pass, and Larry can keep his eyes open for those flying things for the cloakers.
Other option is we fucking climb down the side of the cliff and search out the exit for the other side. Because I wouldn't want to go down the path. You know, heading down the path's going to walk us into the oncoming fucking...
Yeah. Well, that's fucking ominous. 8 turns left to live?
Exciting. Okay.
Fuck me. Vic, I think I'm going to go ahead and just preemptively say that I called this one, okay?
All right, so I kind of repositioned and redrew yous and scaled yous differently. So the reason that red marker was there was just to gauge using this tool. So it's 340 feet. You estimated in 8 turns, some of the people that left camp will start to get within some distance that they might be able to see you.
Okay.
Or you see them. The curved, I drew a little kind of side profile thing. Looks like some sort of burrowed tube or lava hole, and that is it. That is this path that has been kind of
Caved in.
burrowed into the rock down to the surface. You can't see it, but there's a bit of a cave in halfway down. You guys have what, 60-foot night vision? The ones that do dark
Sure,
vision,
why not?
even. All right. So, what's the plan?
Ooh, we're gonna get out of here, chaps. Wait, that's not me. What say we skedaddle, gentlemen?
Yeah, Larry, keep an eye out for any more of those flying things, would you? Fern, Khan, we need to move this rubble now.
So you said that the kind of this kind of rosette shape in the middle here is a
That's
Is
an enormous stalactite. It's a column, basically. That
coming
reaches up.
coming from the ceiling.
It's both.
Oh, okay.
They're formed in together,
Nice. Okay, great.
and there's a few of them around. I had drawn a few, and then I deleted a few because I wanted to do another
took a lot
map.
of effort to draw that one, so
Yeah.
I can forgive you.
Okay. And over here, that's just for scale of the tube.
That's just to show the shape of the tube, really,
Yeah, fine. Yeah, no problem.
and to explain it, so it wasn't like.
For scale,
That's
yeah,
what that
fine.
looks like then. Okay.
Yeah, cross
Is
section.
there any other thing here other than stalagmites? Is it just the fucking barren cave with stalagmites and stalactites?
You can't even see the ground.
Okay.
All you can see is the small lights off in the distance, and the odd noise of something fluttering up above at a distance. But you're keeping watchful eye on that.
My dark vision is. I know you were asking a second ago, and I'm going to double check mine because.
I know some people get 120 feet.
Yeah, I think mine might be 120, but let me make certain.
Tongi would be so handy right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The cave in behind you
120. Yes.
is clay and like soil. It's going to be tough to get through. It's not like a giant boulder that dropped, for instance.
Okay. I haven't used my telekinesis yet. So it's kind of settled and molded in place already, or?
Well, just because of the sheer weight of what was above it, I would imagine. I'm just going to have a read of telekinesis stuff.
Yeah, have a read of the. Telekinesis spell. I can move a creature, that's fine, but you try and move a huge or smaller object. If the object isn't being worn or carried, you automatically move it 30 feet in any direction within the spell's range. If the object is worn or carried, yeah, that's fine. We don't need to.
That is a little issue-y. Because if it's like, grainy fucking mud.
No.
And I can move one object. Is one object, one grain of sand at a time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If we have a shield, we could stick a shield in behind the mud and then move the shield, pulling the mud forward.
Is it like a spade?
Yeah. That's the only option I'm thinking there. Like the other option I'm saying is we fucking climb.
Okay, you go back up the tunnel a little bit, taking a look at this cave in.
Yeah.
It's clay and mixed with stone and whatnot. It's the general soil that was down here. It's also, you've no real idea how.
Don't know how big it is, how
deep
back,
it goes back.
Whether
you can't hear anyone like under it or beyond it. So it's hard to tell.
And it being clay as well, like I would be.
But I am going to say, I think just because it's a transmutation spell, that it would kind of make sense that you could scoop out 1,000-pound chunks of it.
Can I see? Is this just a wall?
It's kind of tunnel that's open on one side, right?
Yeah.
So can I see here?
No, because it's pitch black.
Okay, well, I would like
You'll have to.
Spider climb?
Okay. Let's gonna. What's your speed?
Good question. 30.
All right. Well, work it out because you've got 8 turns until something happens.
So what? Moving from here?
Yeah.
Hang on. If you're starting from there, then you have to add. Where is it? Is it 10 feet?
We've got the pointer.
I don't fucking know. Give me that thing.
Yeah, 10 feet. You add 10 feet onto your speed
Why?
because you started within 10 feet of me.
Cool.
You've got an
Whenever
Alright,
an
yeah.
ally enters aura of protection for the first time on a turn or starts their turn there, the ally speed is increased by 10
That's
feet
one
until the
turn.
end of their next turn.
That's one.
So that's one turn. Okay. Is anyone else doing anything else? Because this counter is going. Timer is going.
I am going to look for somewhere to tie off a rope
Oh,
that looks like it might support weight and drop it down the side. I'm also going to make sure the rope is potentially long enough because I know it's like 50 feet of rope. Has anyone else got a fucking 50 foot of rope on them?
I'm pretty certain that I do. You can have my rope.
All right.
Yeah, I've got rope.
Do you have climbing equipment?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, in your adventurers pack, or
Potentially. Let me see. I
can get to the other side of the rubble in
no
4
climbing
turns.
equipment. I have rope.
yeah,
I
he's
do not
trying.
plan on scaling. I am planning on climbing down a rope down a fucking.
Yeah, but there's nothing to attach the rope to up here. So you'd have to hammer something in, or what? You know.
If you've pitons or anything like that, you can.
I have a hand axe.
I'd like to
I'm
clarify.
willing to dig into the ground.
I'm just trying to see what is on the other side of the rubble.
Yeah, the path continues down to the base, to the floor of the.
Oh wait, this is going downhill. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the one we came in?
That's behind us
Right this
off
way.
screen.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's off screen
presumably
off the
fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to cast telekinesis, and that's all of my spell slots. That's great, no problem. And yeah, start taking chunks out of the rubble wall, and just fucking if I can, like splatting them against the wall around the tunnel rather than flinging them. So I'm kind of dissipating.
Bury part of the hand axe that I've dug into the ground as well to make it more.
Yeah,
secure
I'm happy to do
as well.
that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do some kind of fine manipulation with the spell. So, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
the more mud that's packed on that, then the more secure that is. And
Okay,
then-
so you slam the hand axe into the ground, and then Jed kind of buries it with extra weight on top.
Yeah.
Okay, so first turn, Gex, because you didn't know it was downhill, I'll let you take another action if you prefer.
I'll help dig. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, turn 1, the hand axe gets buried, the spell is cast. Sorry, turn 1, the spell is cast. It lasts 10 minutes, it's casting 1 action. Okay, yeah. So turn 1, the thing goes in, the rope is thrown down. Or the second, you have to tie the 2 ropes together, that takes a turn. Turn 2, everything starts moving. Great swathes of rubble and stone and clay start to shift from the tunnel behind you. You notice as you're pulling, some more is kind of falling. It's there's a fair bit of clay moving. It's giving you some hope. So turn 2, the rope is thrown down. Turn 3. Karen, what are you up to?
If the rope's down and that's secured, I'm going to go and take position over here just in case.
What's the rope for? Climbing down?
No. Yeah, just in case we can't dig out. So what is it? Turn 2, 3? This turn I will help dig as well. Then.
Okay, with 3 turns of digging, you've probably got about 10 feet in and cleared off all the scatter that's kind of come down into the tunnel as well. It's still a fucking wall of clay. You're not too sure this is going to work.
Can I spend a turn trying to get like as deep a pipe out as I can? Something, it doesn't have to be big enough for one of us, but small enough, big enough for me to get my familiar through. And
you can.
Yeah. And just dig like just a fucking column of mud out. You know.
Okay.
If it's still a huge amount, then yeah, that could go quite deep if it's only a foot across.
A narrow hole through. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. Bore is the word. Yeah, absolutely.
So the first turn of boring pulls out, and as it kind of comes out of the wall in front of you, this tube about, the width of Kern's arm just kind of comes slowly past your head, and it keeps going and keeps going. It's about 25 feet of clay, and you move it out, it just collapses off to the side and breaks apart.
Yep.
And there's those that can see will not see beyond what is there. As in,
yeah,
you haven't broken through yet.
Okay. Great.
So we're not going to get.
You know what? Fuck, I'm not. I'm going to go back over here and just watch.
I think
and
we
also,
should climb down.
I'm going to
In
cast.
fact, we've got no choice.
Right, let me get
I'm
my.
going to say, guys, I'm going to disguise myself, and I'll cast Disguise Self to make myself look like one of the male assassins we killed in the sewer. Well,
all right,
just one of them.
Your armor kind of shifts darker. You seem to, I don't know if it shifts height as well. I think it might.
How tall? The guys are quite short, right?
Yeah. But I
I'm
think
like 5'8" or something. I think. I'll hunch a little.
you can see him 1 foot shorter. Yeah. So you kind of shrink down a little bit, and you get a bit lighter in look. Your clothes all go black as they have the pattern on them.
Lurk over here.
All right, so
minutes, isn't it? So I don't need to track that now. Yeah, fine. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay.
that was turn 4.
Right. Okay, we can't get back. So do we try and block the path up to us for the time being?
Hood.
What's this? Is this a blockage?
You don't know that's there because
Okay.
of your limited vision.
I'll move
no
closer.
Okay, well,
How close is that?
You might-
Not close enough.
you might want to sprint if you're moving at all.
Alright.
Due to the time constraints.
Where is that? 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 30, 5, 40. Okay, I should be able to see it.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, cool.
What that is difficult terrain. The base of the tube has broken away. Big chunks of it have fallen. Some of the roof as well has fallen and has created a pile up on the ground. It's still quite a drop onto the pile. Or the terrain looks, well, obviously for yourself, it's easy to cross. But it is essentially difficult terrain. To cross it, you might require some check, and there might be consequences.
I'll use message TM to young Perseus. Wait. Yeah, message to Perseus and just say, hey, there's a way down over here, if that's any use. But it's a bit rough.
Yeah, but they're going to be coming
thinking-
up from that way, so.
Maybe.
I'm thinking more of a hot gates myself.
Well, we've got that
How long
rope.
though? It's
so-
yeah.
They also have
It's difficult terrain.
They also have spiders.
I'm going to cast. As we're talking, I want to cast enhance ability on myself and Khan.
I think we should just get out of here myself. get down
Yeah,
that
that's
rope.
what we're fucking trying to do. Why do we want to get down there?
Just-
On the 24,000 baddies done.
No, because of the fucking they're coming up that path, but we can go down a rope where I put down up the top up here, so we
Right.
end up over this side.
What's at the bottom
Larry,
of the rope?
get back over here.
I'll say that was in your message reply. I'm going before that. I'm going to cast web at will because I can, and I'm just going to block the. Here, let me draw it.
We're behind it as well. So double
Oh
difficult
god, that is
terrain.
a fat pencil. How big is web supposed to be? 20 foot, whatever. That'll do. Yeah, I've webbed there, so it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, cool.
Oh no, that's concentrated as well. I've not webbed there.
Right,
Stay
Khan, down the rope
disguised. Oh
first.
shit!
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
Whatever. It's grand case.
Right. I'm very tempted to go into large mode and just put Thurn on my back and carry it down straight away
yeah.
because it'd be fucking quicker. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna use my bonus action, I think it is, to go into fucking large.
All right.
Yep, large form. Yeah, bonus action,
I guess.
and then
Oh my god! Fuck's sake!
yeah, I will fucking pick up Fern.
Get like halfway
Um,
there.
Where is she? She's over there though. Ooh, rope is over this side.
Are you jumping across to this bit here, or jumping down?
Down.
That's just the wall.
Okay, cool.
So the rope is like here, sort of thing, that corner.
Okay, I'm just gonna start spider climbing then, like along the wall.
Yeah, I'll ride with Khan.
Okay, Karn and Fern jump down. I'll say it'll take you around to get to the base. Just
I'm
because
going
you're...
to follow them down on the rope.
Okay, and then Larry just starts running down the wall.
Just rope again.
Like
Um,
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I've got spider climb and web. I can literally cast web at will.
Shot web.
Okay, can everyone give us stealth checks?
Ooh,
Yep. Um,
I'm good at that.
I should have got angry when I first come in.
yeah.
28.
What's my stuff? Okay, where's my dice? Over there.
Oh, wait, I need to do disadvantage. Whoop.
Ooh,
5
8.
and then 8 plus. Do the maths, Judd. 15.
Well, anyone?
Got 4.
Okay.
I wrote a disadvantage on stealth
Made
checks.
rather a lot of noise, yeah.
I'm wearing chainmail. What do you expect? Got on the way down the rope.
So you guys are making your way down, and as the timer runs out, essentially, you've got you're looking back up, Perseus, as you're kind of, I don't know what's the word, hand over hand, kind of getting down the rope as quick as you can, kind of half sliding down, half abseiling, and you can see jack shit because you're human. Okay. Let's go with initiative rolls then. And so this is the first surprise attack I think we might have done. So is it? I can't remember. Is it I just get advantage on initiative?
If we're surprised, you get advantage on initiative and something else happens. So let me grab the rulebook. Is it you get advantage and we get disadvantage? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Yeah, surprise is certainly different now in the new rules, but
19 again, the same as the last 3 fucking rounds of combat.
study action.
Where you guys get disadvantage? Am I looking at the right fucking
Surprise!
set of rules?
If a creature is caught unaware, it has disadvantage on the initiative roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Okay. so I
Basically,
just roll
sorry,
one
roll them
die.
again and roll disadvantage, and I'll roll my one.
Well, I get advantage on initiative rolls.
So just
So
roll.
does
Well,
that take away my
That,
advantage
in that
then?
case, you just get one dice.
Cancels out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at my dice. Look at the numbers.
Okay, 16. That's not so bad.
Okay. Position yourself
Right,
on the
so
thingy bobs.
14. That's not bad at all.
And then
It is fucking weird though that with the advantage, my average is 19. Like 3 rows I had, and it come out 19.
I'll roll for blue,
Ow.
which is also a surprise, I assume.
What's blue?
Yes. Yeah.
The closet, the familiar.
It knew the whole time. It was just choosing to deceive us.
Yeah. Well. 12. Okay, so it still goes ahead of me, but that's fine.
Oh, fuck. You beat them anyway. All right. So you're all basically on the ground now.
Mhm.
It's a limestone floor. It's kind of slippy. It's not a great surface. There's moss and there's moisture here. You can there's a splash or two as you set down. And then from above, you catch movement. And there's 6 of these male drow just flying through the air, like hovering towards you. They look to be like they were aiming for the surface, but maybe they saw you groping down or heard you. You can't quite tell. And they're now arcing in towards you out of the sky. Let me put a few markers down for where they currently are. And you have, see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And if you guys like to place yourselves where you are, actually, you're going to be over the other side, so they're kind of coming in from here.
I just feel like the bottom of the wall, looking like one of them.
And just for the humans here with no dark vision, is there a light source?
We haven't been using one.
No.
I
All
can
right.
light one if we need to. I got a lamp.
So the guys on 16, Karen, Larry, who wants to go first?
I'll let Khan go first.
Alright. So how many of them is there? 6.
I want to see what
7.
happens.
Okay. Distance is 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. And rage is a bonus action, isn't it? Doo-doo. Okay, so obviously pop in rage. That increases my movement by 10. So that gets me up to 55.
Are they airborne, did you say?
Plus I'm
They
within
are,
10 feet.
they are
of
airborne.
me.
They're about 30 feet in the air,
Yeah,
descending.
All right. And then what is that? That's a bonus action as well, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just trying to make a plan of. Yeah, it's a bonus action. Okay. Okay. I am going to move a little bit forward there and throw my other hand axe. Can I throw it? Yeah, I think I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. With the hand
I
axe, yeah.
do have dark vision to 60 feet.
Yeah, you can see them.
Well,
You all know they're there. I don't know whether it was a little bit of noise from hand crossbows being cocked or something. Something gave it away.
which is it? Just one fucking dice? I don't know. It's been a while. Actions. That's it. Sorry. Yeah. What? How do you do throwing again? Because I've don't.
Add your dex instead of your strength. It should have worked it out for you on your character sheet, I think.
Might not even have to do that anymore. I have a
Yeah.
feeling with a... So, let me make certain, but I have a feeling with a melee weapon that has the thrown property, which a hand axe is, I think you can use your strength. But let me make certain of this. Thrown
Ooh.
property, 214.
Ooh, and I can use Vex as well.
Nice,
we
Jed.
should learn.
I'll make certain of this. Thrown. If a weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon. If the weapon is a melee weapon, if the melee weapon is a melee weapon, use the same ability modifier for the attack and damage rolls that you'd use for a melee attack with that weapon.
Oh, okay. That makes things very interesting.
Yeah.
Right, Karen. So it'll be strength throw as normal. So it'll whatever your character sheet says.
Okay, so that's +9 on.
A lot.
Yeah, that is.
26. And I'm using Vex as well. I'm just going to aim for the one that's closest to this drow one. And the damage is 1d6 plus 8.
Oh my god, the search function is fucking retarded.
Which is 11 damage.
Vex means he gets advantage on the next attack against the same creature.
Yeah, I was just checking if you could use multiple properties at once, but it's a weapon property.
I think you can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
Because the barbarian gets some mad ones later.
Okay.
Yeah, so a weapon property and a weapon mastery are different, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I just figured. Give us the damage total.
11. I think.
11.
Uh,
Okay, axe lodges in his chest and he drops from the air, falling.
Nice.
He's not dead, but he's fucked. I'll just relabel all these now so we can at least differentiate them.
How far are they fallen? 60 feet?
Yeah, 30.
30 feet,
Oh,
okay.
that could well kill him.
So
Yeah.
3 like 10 foot, yeah.
So 10 foot will be, what was it, a d6 for every 10 feet?
I think so.
Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, 1. He's still not dead. But he's fucked.
Well, you've got advantage to hit him again.
Yeah, true.
1 damage.
Do you have a second action?
Oh, no, but if he's hit the floor, I do have movement, so I'm going to walk over to him and pull my axe out of his chest.
Extra attack, no?
Yeah, there's 2
yes, I
attacks.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I take my axe out of his chest, cost me anything? Because I've only got the one hand axe left.
No, I'd say you can pick it up.
Okay, and then I'm just going to fucking launch it at one of the next ones I can see.
Cool, give us a roll.
Same again. 26.
Give us a damage roll then.
Oh, what the fuck? Why is that? Whoa, why's my dice gone up there? 4 plus, what's the damage? 8. So that'd be 12.
Again, that'll drop another one out of the air damaged. He'll kind of fall on the ground. He will take another d6 damage, which will kill him. Draw 2 is off the table. And then Larry.
Well, I do look like them, but also it's nice to be hostile, isn't it? Do I have Vex crossbow or do I have Vex dagger? Vex short sword. Ugh. So they're all in the air. So yeah, I'm going to shoot one.
I messed up.
The one nearest you.
Sure. Can I wait? How does this work? Sorry, I've not really rogue.
I should have picked up
Do
his
I
corpse and threw it at
Attack
him.
then hide as a bonus action.
You can do a bunch of things. You can definitely bonus action first.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be in that order. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I get a surprise attack.
The other thing you can do is you can forego any move. Are you planning on moving this
I
turn?
can use steady aim. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just steady aim
No,
it.
fine,
Yeah.
I'll use steady aim and shoot that first one. Let's do that. So that gives me advantage on the attack. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. Well, it's a nat 20.
20.
There's a 20.
And my short bow does 1d6 plus 7, so
It's double all the dice.
snake
You roll
eyes.
all the dice.
Yes. So
You
1d.
double all the dice. No, you've rolled sneak attack.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've done an attack on this character, and I didn't do many before. Rogue.
Right.
Sneak attack 5d6. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Wait. What?
Yeah. You double. So
That's
what I
not
might say is
sixes.
just roll all the dice and double the amount on the dice.
Oh fuck.
Um,
So that's 4.
No, we said at the start we max a crit.
okay. Oh, we're doing
Are we?
Perkins crits. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So
The
wait.
guy's
So
dead. I just,
yeah, a
you
lot.
know,
A lot. And then
yeah.
I will. Is that a bonus action to steady aim?
Yes.
They have like 13 hit points.
No.
Yeah. I was
it
about to
is.
say.
You're probably rolling about 13 dice. So,
I was about to say we know they've got about 13 HP. So
Yeah.
Well, that's all I can do then. I'll just wait.
unless you roll all ones.
That's
well,
me go.
he's fucked. Cool. After Larry, it was Perseus.
Right then.
You can see his
What
fingers.
is that there?
Perseus, it's completely pitch black. You can't see anything. You
Yeah.
heard, you heard Karn stomp over there. You heard the squelch of weapons embedding in fucking blood, and you heard bodies hit the floor.
Bodies hit the floor. And the bodies.
I was just thinking the same thing. Right, I want to step over towards where I heard Khan stomp off to.
There's a Black Hawk Down documentary coming in February where they're interviewing people who were in, like,
Oh,
the
nuts.
natives in Mogadishu.
Somali locals. Yeah.
Yeah, as well as
Cool.
the people on the ground. Soldiers. It looks really good.
See, even if I light the lamp, which I don't know what it would take to do, it's not going to give me enough light to see them.
It's not that.
The light. If you light a light in this dark cavern, it will be seen from miles around.
Yeah, and I won't be able to see the people in the air,
alive.
so...
You'll be a lighthouse for everything to come and eat.
Which means that that spell is also out of the question as well. I can't do anything, guys. I can't see them.
Walk forward. You've
yeah,
seen
I mean-
Khan attack them.
You can attack a target that you can't see with a disadvantage. So the one next to Khan is still alive. If you can hear that it's still alive, then you can attack it with and because it's prone, the advantage would cancel out. The disadvantage would cancel out.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to talk entirely in game rules terms, but
I've got
Means it would
just
be-
enough movement to get over to it because I've used 20 feet. I've got 20 feet left.
All right, give us just the regular attack roll then. He's only got 1 hit point. You just have to hit him.
hope that I hit him.
Stumble over him and he dies. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
And I might try. I got 2 attacks. Can I try and just lob a blind javelin up in the air above me?
Yeah?
I just
You-
disadvantage from.
You're only 10 feet away from these guys, 15 feet, so it's like, I guess
probably
you
hear
can
him
sense
breathing.
there's something up there.
Yeah, roll with disadvantage, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Good
Right.
job.
What's that? 1d6 plus 5. 7 damage.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a palpable hit. You bloodied one of them.
It's half his health. With a
Yeah,
blind
you hit
shot.
Drow 3.
He gets a javelin slammed into him.
Then it's Blue's go,
Um,
who will have probably climbed on you to
yeah,
climb on
absolutely. Yeah,
Fern to
yeah.
get to the
Blue,
ground.
blue can fly as well. Can I?
Oh, he's just called Blue now.
I don't know. It's the familiar.
Blue.
Trying to think what it can do though. It can attack now? Do I have to command? Sorry, guy. I'm still learning exactly what I can do with this now that I took an extra feature.
You made it into a proper.
We're all in the same
sidekick.
boat, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As a bonus action, you can command the familiar to take the attack action. I don't really know what that means. Whether that means,
You tell it to attack.
yeah,
That's-
does it use my bonus action or his? Because he gets a separate turn.
I
than
would
me,
say
or something.
as a
It
bonus
uses my
action,
bonus
you can
action?
command it.
I think
I
it
think
uses
that sounds
your.
like your bonus action, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
uses
on
your
its
bonus
turn,
action.
it can probably do what a familiar can do, like cast a
Yeah.
whatever.
Are you-
But then
Are you using it
can
as
make
a
Yeah.
weapon
thingy.
platform, pretty much? To fire stuff?
Okay, yeah, it is. It is my bonus action to tell it to attack, and so I'd have to position it. So, I'm gonna send it over there. How are these guys flying? Are they just they've got the fly spell cast on them, or?
They're vertically. They're levitating through the air.
Yeah, okay, sure. They're not using some kind of equipment.
Not by the looks of it.
Okay. All right.
And they ain't got wings. Otherwise, Khan would have been, ooh, chicken.
Yeah. Combat familiar actors can't otherwise attack. Yeah, no problem.
Aarakocra better watching themselves around me.
Yeah, no problem. I'll leave it as it is for the minute. I'll put it up there.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And then it's their go. They are going to shoot twice into Karn and once into Perseus.
Damn it, if only Khan was right next to me.
The first one was a pretty bad roll. That was a... Sorry, they have advantage because of their height.
Khan not right next to you?
Well, it says within 5 feet. That's not. That's
Okay, yeah,
anything,
he's not quite. Yeah, sure, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
He's shoulder to shoulder. Then I could use my shield to protect him.
For
But yeah.
13, Vic. That'll probably miss.
I got 15 AC.
Then the second shot would be a 17, so that will hit. Little bolt from a hand crossbow, dripping in poison, comes flying in for a paltry amount of damage, which is totally cocked.
I got resistances as well to like physical
poison.
damages.
Oh, so it's 7, so you take 4. And then I'll need Constitution saving throw, DC 13. Which I'm assuming you
Just
fucking...
making sure I've got no fucking thingies that give me advantages. I don't.
Add 4 to your con saving throw.
Plus fucking 7 then, so that's 26.
Yeah, you're good. All right, and then the one shot into Perseus. Which is a 15.
Misses.
Don't think that'll get you yet.
Yeah, I got AC. It's 18.
Cool, okay. That's 3 of them. And then it's on to Fern.
Ooh. Got
Um,
to do some bits. Fuck's sake. Okay, so
Well,
that
for
would be
give me a minute. I'm just checking some distance. So these guys are, yeah, fine. I'll have to move, but that's fine. So they're within 60 feet of me now.
So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And any one of them, the one that's closest to me, I will target with telekinesis.
I like it.
So it gets a save.
What's your spell save, DC?
It is 17. It is making what save is it making?
I don't think it's making it. Rolled an
Strength
11.
save.
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Right. Okay.
When they took
Vic,
their
it's
turn-
let Fern have his go, and then we can sort it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, they fell.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to. So they're 15 feet off the ground.
No, there were 30.
They're 30 feet off the ground. Cool. I'm going to slam one into the ground.
Okay.
Telekinesis is still active.
You rolled the damage. You rolled the damage then. 3d6.
3d6. Yeah, sure. So it's
And
all
I'll
takes-
let you add your spell modifier. That sounds kind of
Yeah.
fair.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So it's 3d6 plus 4, and it is restrained until.
If it lives.
Yeah.
It's only got 13 hit points.
5 plus 4, 9.
Oh, okay. It's
Um,
down and restrained. I'm just going
number
to
3. Yeah.
flip it over.
And then, as my bonus action, I will have blue make an attack on
The one on the ground?
Yeah, let's
Or
say
is
the one on
blue
the ground. Let's say the one on the ground so that it gets advantage. Oh, I'm sorry, Gav. I'm fucking these around.
Whatever. You hit 3. Give us an attack roll for blue.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So it gets advantage because the thing's restrained. And the stats on that are
It's got a +3. It'll hit.
12 plus 3, so 15. Yeah.
Yeah, hits.
It uses his dex for that. Yeah. Oh, it's a +5 on the attack roll. That's fine. It only does 1d4 plus 3, but oh well.
Could kill him.
4 points.
What was he on? What did you do before? 9? No,
Yeah.
you did it. Yeah, so yeah, that kills him.
Cool. Okay.
Scratches his eyes out.
Yep. Gladly.
There's
that's my turn.
one guy left.
2, I think.
2. Oh yeah.
There was 3
Yeah.
airborne. I pinned 1 and killed it.
Cool. Okay. So I know these were mixed up in order spots, but draw 5 got deleted. So these 2 are still good. Top of the round is back to Karen and Larry.
Well, I forgot to teleport one of them to me at the start of their turn, which was what I was going to fucking say.
All right, you can do it now.
Any preference on your choice?
No,
don't worry
you
about
make a choice.
No, it's absolutely fine, actually. I will move forward, find one of the dead bodies, and then pick it up and throw it at one of the drow. I get advantage on improvised weapons, I think, or some fucking shit. Tavern Brawler. Proficiency in improvised weapons.
Okay, so it's a normal attack roll. It'd be the same as your hand axe if the hand axe isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll hit.
And I have no clue what the damage would be for throwing bodies.
I'm going to say it's like a D2. It's not going to do fuck all.
D2.
Yeah, so roll anything and half it. So 2 plus your strength.
I hate rolling these little ones there.
No, you've rolled that already. So it's 2 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
5, 7.
7. Okay. It hits him. He gets clattered. You know, he moves back in the air a smidge, and his mate drops to the ground in another squelch. You have a second attack?
Yep. How high up did you say you were now?
30 feet.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action to teleport, and then as I teleport, I want to punch him in the head.
All right,
So
what's the teleport thing?
It is Cloud Junt. As a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. And I get that 4 times a day. Or
All right.
after a long rest.
If you do teleport up 30 feet, you'll be falling 30 feet.
That's fine. I plan on landing
Right,
on
yeah,
top of it. This is
Okay.
the thing I
on.
plan to hold it.
Yeah, what you plan to do is very different than what happens. So
Doing some wild shit.
give me
here.
some fucking dice roll.
Yeah. Okay, action, unarmed. 1 second, because I've got loads of fucking skills with unarmed. Where the fuck is that?
Yeah, but it should just have the basic unarmed attack in your attack thing.
Right, which is +9. Which is 14.
That will miss.
Ah!
And then give us an athletics check. This can
I get
mitigate
actual-
some of the challenge. The
What is
damage.
the advantage on athletics there?
I'll allow acrobatics as well.
Yeah, for some reason I've got advantage on both of them. I'm not sure why. Don't know what it's for. The advantage.
Is it because you're raging? Yeah, I see that looking at your character.
You'll
I
get
don't know.
you'll get advantage on strength checks while you're raging. That's for sure.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, well,
and then
that'll
if
be-
you can use strength for acrobatics while
Which
you're
I
raging, then that'll count. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, it's a piss poor roll. You take 5 points of damage as you land on your feet, but it's just awkward.
Brained ankle.
And then Larry,
Is there 2 alive? You said still.
2 alive, 2 still in the air.
I can't throw my short sword. That's a pain. I would really like to be able to do 2 attacks. I do have. Did we say it's a free action to equip a different weapon?
It's part of the attack action to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I'm just gonna draw another dagger. So I've got two daggers. So I'm going to. Are they both uninjured?
No,
No,
They're
both
both injured, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever then. I guess this guy I'll throw my poison dagger at then, and I believe he's in combat with Khan, right? So that's
No, Karn's,
No, below.
Karn's on the ground.
that's fine. I'll just oh my god, throw this d20.
The daggers definitely you can use both of them in the same action, so you can
Yeah,
still
I
steady
know.
aim.
I know.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah, that
9.
hits.
I know you know that. It's
Yeah,
sorry,
22.
go.
So that'll be. Did I say that was my poison dagger?
Yes.
Okay, then that is. Give us a constitution, but also it's a d4 plus something.
Just give us the damage first, because
Not
they're
a lot.
kind of fucked.
Oh god, that didn't even go on the table. That plus 6. So 8.
And it was this guy here, Drought 3.
Yeah, sure. Closest one to me.
Drought 3 had been injured before, I believe.
So you say.
One of them got stuck by
So
a
he's
javelin.
fucked. Yeah.
Well, he
They're
can
probably
also
broken.
take 2d10 poison damage if he likes to fail his
Nah,
concentration.
he's dead.
Whatever. And then this one, I'll throw my second dagger. This is a plus 9.
I think he's on about half health.
19.
Hits.
7 damage for him.
That'll kill him.
Cool.
So the skirmish didn't make that much noise.
Get my daggers back.
But out in the distance, you do hear the sounds of the odd step in a puddle and maybe a a growl from a sergeant or something like that.
Hmm.
You hear the odd tap, 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 tap of like large spider creatures roaming in the darkness.
Huh.
You're also aware of, and only for the first time, you're aware of a slight gust in the air.
Okay.
And there's obviously the smell of damp, the smell of moss, and the stench of people. They must have been in this cave for some time. And you're just aware of the scale of the place, like the echoing noise.
Can I? There's no reason for me to do this. Can I lick my finger and stick it up in the air and see if I can feel the breeze? And I really want this to be a survival check because there is no other time to use that fucking skill.
That sounds fair.
Okay. I'm just like, this would be the perfect skill for this. I have no bonus on it. 12.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to tell which way the wind is blowing.
Good.
And it is
tell.
blowing. It is blowing north to south, which is south, north.
It's blowing from the top of the table, so presumably there's the air is coming in from over there.
I'm going to have my...
Just to remind people, that is the way to the Temple of Knowledge, the library.
As we would go.
As far as your... Now, it's still, several hundred feet, maybe more above you.
Yeah.
But that is the way. But the air seems to be coming in from the north side of the cave and pushing across.
Now we're down here as well. Can we see anything other than stalactites? Other than moss? Like, I know it's only got a 60-foot range of sight, but...
That's the problem with dark vision, because it's fucking retarded. So you look out in the distance, you can see small campfires. Every now and then you can see somebody in a few hundred feet in front of those campfires where they cross them. But like, let's say the campfires are like 1,000, 1,500 feet.
No, I just mean around us.
No, it's natural cavern floor, so clumps of moss, the odd insect, puddles of water,
big old
dripping,
cave.
Dripping from the top. I posted a few pictures of like caves in Vietnam in whatchamacallits and Keepers of the Out thing, just to give you a sense of the scale of these things. But there's the sound of water as well. Obviously, those are the cave entrances. They're Sun Dong in Vietnam, and it's like you can fit jumbo jets inside this thing. It is monstrous. So yeah, you get the sense that there's air moving from the north. Every now and then, I am going to draw in some of these other huge kind of columns. So there is some obscurity, or obfuscation from the main force, but there is also definitely the sense that there is groups of scouts coming this way.
All right.
I'd like to instruct my familiar to find us a way out, and it's got a fly speed now of 40 feet, so it can do 80 feet pretty easily in a turn. And just send it fucking flying to the north, against the direction of the wind, the flow of the air.
All right. Where is? There you are.
Oh, Vic, I forgot to say, when I cast Enhance Ability on me and you earlier, it was Dex. We got Dexterity enhancements, okay?
Okay.
I realised that should have come in handy for the stealth checks, but never mind.
Yeah,
that would have cancelled out your disadvantage, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but never mind.
At the very start of the combat as well, I should have given you and Jed health.
It'll be gone. It'll be gone for put it this way. After 3 or 4 turns, it's not back.
Should we move in that direction as well?
I will move ahead of everyone else. I'm still disguised, but I will also attempt to move stealthily.
Yeah.
So if I'm spotted, I
Cool.
still look like an enemy. But I'm
Give us
running
it's
recon.
just a general stealth roll then for Larry.
Yeah, I'm running recon out front, and I can message people if I see anything funky.
Yeah.
Lots. 26. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, you cross this cavern. At one point, you're kind of wading up to your shins in a little stream of water that kind of runs across in this direction. But it's like stagnant. You know, it's just a depression in the rocks.
Bitch.
Good name for a metal album.
Depression in the rock.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you want to move yourselves to the far side of that, and it's at this point after you come out from that, it's a bit slow going, and you're kind of behind this stalactite here.
Oh, not for me. I can spider climb. Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, you can. But Blue comes back.
Okay.
And he says, "Yeah, this way."
All right. I'm scouting. Can't keep your hand on Percy's shoulder because Percy cannot see, and we must all be very.
How
polite.
long have we been traveling? Minutes? 10? 5?
What, across here?
It's not been an hour. No, it's a couple hundred feet. Yeah, sorry, I'm just being silly.
Yeah,
it's like
less. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I realize it's to scale. It's not taken as an hour. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just being a dingus.
So you get up along this wall over here, and there are lots of holes in it. Some of them are just depressions. Some of them are too small for all of you to fit through. But there are several there that also can fit Karn as well as the rest of you.
Okay. We never got the rope back, did we?
No the hand axe.
Yeah, fine. Okay, no problem. Regardless. Where are we at? We're up at the wall at this end?
Yeah, you're up the wall at this end, and basically it's kind of off the map, so what I'm going to do is just delete all this shit.
Yeah, fine.
And I'm going to redraw it from this end.
Everyone went into my dice bag.
So basically, there's tunnels going off into the rock face.
Okay.
So you come across one, you notice one. It's a little higher up, and it looks like one of those tubes that you use to get down into this area.
Yeah.
Which there could be creatures creating these. It could be weird rock formation, lava tubey things. You're not entirely sure, but the rock around them is kind of has been kind of polished by some means.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Can how high up are they off the ground?
So it's only the second one that's about 30 feet up off the ground. The rest are reading from left to right. Perseus across. The rest are kind of at ground level.
Okay. Regardless, this one that's slightly higher up, I can lift Percy with telekinesis. I think I'm picking Percy because I think he's the least mobile of all of us.
Yeah.
And put him up in it.
All right, it's
Do not struggle.
It's one of these tunnels, like I described, as that kind of that polished, rippled kind of surface, and it just leads gently up and winds away. But Percy can only see about 10 feet.
Possible way? I don't know. I can't see. Karn, you're going to have to look up.
Wait, I can climb in. I can climb up and go in.
Larry,
And peek, and I have
fucking
dark vision.
Spider-Man.
I got dark vision, and I'm Spider-Man, and I'm also disguised as one of the enemy. So let's give that a go.
Larry, scout mission, go!
Hell yeah, brother! Now, I'll just zip up and climb in the hole.
Yes, you can see like about 40 feet down, and it kind of starts to bend away even sharper upwards, like at a 20-degree angle or something like that.
Can I Sniff the air. Can I smell fresh air up this tunnel?
There is a movement of air, but it's not fresh.
Hmm.
If in doubt, always follow your nose.
Can I? I don't know.
In fact, if anything, it's kind of like the air from here, minus the smell of the people.
Kind of smells shitty up here, boss. I'd like to. Is it worth trying a different one? Is it worth smelling a different one?
Damp and mossy.
Well, if I can smell fresh air, then that's the way out, isn't it? There's a bunch of fucking tunnels, right?
I'll try and smell a different tunnel. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Can you smell through your familiar?
Quick, smell the tunnels.
Yeah, I'll ask Blue which one it thinks is the way out, as well.
Can I use my perception to see if I can smell out the freshest air possible?
Yeah, right.
That's
yeah.
basically what we do. What I'm trying to do.
If we pick a tunnel each, yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll
move your
figure
model
it
in
out.
front of whatever tunnel you're smelling and give us perception checks.
Pitch a survival check.
You can.
It's just as good, actually.
I'll go to the low.
Is that 2 in 1 fucking session? Please roll survival, Jed.
And where did you send Blue to, by the way, Jed?
It's back with us. I will put it. If I'm picking this tunnel, I'll just send it ahead of me.
Right.
Can I get it to take a help action and give me advantage on the check, maybe?
Not if it's doing its own thing and going off the smell.
Yeah.
I get a fucking stupid class trait when I'm raging. Gives me
Are you still raging? It's been like 10 turns.
Yeah, I can rage for 10 minutes as long as I use my bonus action to keep rage up, which I would do because it's a waste of resources. Yeah, keep punching myself in the face.
Okay, can I get rolls, guys?
I got 18.
Survival check.
Find my fucking trait thing.
17 on the survival check.
I'll roll it and then
Is it survival perception?
Whatever you want.
So it's 18.
Dexterity.
But I think I can use my strength.
12.
If you are raging, you have your primeval, whatever they call it, primeval
Yeah.
awareness. So you've got the list of skills for that, I assume?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on the fucking thing. It's just there's so much shit.
Bear with me. I'll
Primeval knowledge, there it is. Yeah.
Barbarian. It
Perception.
is perception
Or
and survival are both on that list.
Yeah.
So you're raging, so you can use your strength, and you have advantage because you're using your strength, and you're still raging. So
I've got an 18 anyway, but why not?
just monstrous, yeah.
Okay, so that's like strength bonus in it, not proficiency on top.
Yeah, it's
Proficiency and strength.
if you are
That's
proficient in
9.
it, then you would use your proficiency, no?
Okay, so that's 9 on top of 18. 27. Brain not working.
All right. So, Fern, you rolled really high as well, didn't you?
Like a 17. Not so
That was
amazing, but yeah.
Carnes at the last one. So the air coming from all of them is pretty much the same. It's the scent of basically just moss and damp and the cave. You're not that familiar with it, having your military actions in a very much different part of the world. However, after a moment, Blue comes back to Fern and says, "It's this way."
Oh,
Sure.
that'll work.
Yeah, Master says so.
Fine.
I assume are you telling us it's that way?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll come back. You know, give any the signals we might have given when we ourselves were giving coded this way
It's
signals.
just gonna be stood there like.
All right. Once again, I'll take the lead there and crawl up the tunnel.
All right, so the tunnel twists and winds. It stays about the same width. It's about a kind of 12, 15 feet in diameter. And it's this uneven kind of undulating surface that has a tiny trickle of water coming down it. And it twists and winds for ages. There's the distant sound behind you of what you are now assuming is noise around the mouth of these tunnels from warriors gathered. And you're walking about 10 minutes kind of at a fairly steep uphill. Sometimes you kind of slip and you have to get your hands down on the ground to support you. It's kind of a 15-degree angle maybe. And then it's only after 10 minutes that it takes a sharp downturn again and continues on a kind of a flat for a bit. And it's at this point that you notice you notice your first branch. It's a straight fracture in the crack off to the left. You poke down it and it seems to come to an end after about 40 feet. And it just seals up again. And you continue down the main tunnel further and you start to see more and more of these cracks. Some of them are traversable by the smaller amongst you, some aren't. And then it's at this point where you reach a bit of a junction. There's a turn to your right, which splits the tunnel again, and I'll just draw the actual junction. So you're coming from this way, and the junction continues around like that, and you kind of scout up, the 50 feet up that way. And the next one turns and kind of continues like that, and you were coming up that way. Do you have any preference on which way you take?
What?
Yeah,
So we're at this end.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3. I'm saying 1 or 2.
Do we still have a sense of direction? We're still heading north.
Give us yeah, you're fairly confident you're heading northerly. The tunnel did twist and weave a bit, so you're probably not due north. But a survival check will tell you.
If I have cartographer's tools, will that include a compass?
Yes, it might.
Bothered to take
Doesn't it say?
cartographer's tools.
It will give you the ability to map these tunnels.
Yeah, sure.
Should you become lost? You are. Yeah. I'm going to say it will include a compass.
Can I take a moment to produce a small map of where we've come so far, in case we become lost?
You can.
And maybe take a dagger or something like that and mark this junction in the way that we have it labelled here. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and a B for back, maybe something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
B for back. Just so that we've got some record of that, and I'm marking what's where.
You're drawing a real crude map, like.
Yeah, I'm drawing a really crude map on a piece of paper, and I'm marking the walls inside the tunnel in a way that if we end up circling back to this spot, we'll be able to identify it. Or if we have to come back on ourselves, for whatever reason, if one way is blocked.
All right.
I will be watching the rear.
Yeah.
So you're last man, yeah?
Lead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And which way is the lead?
Left. Sorry, I've just decided to go left.
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
yeah, I think we
I rolled
agreed
the
on
dice.
tunnel 1.
All right. You continue up the left passage. And again, it starts to branch. There's a passage back on itself, back towards what you think could be, this direction. And it branches out into 2 turns out to the left further on. You realize by this stage, this is fucking dangerous. Like, you're lost. You can get back to where you are, but you've no idea what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you stop at these two junctions to the left, and you scout on ahead, and that turns out to be a dead end into a kind of just a small chamber. And again, you sit down and scratch a few things on the.
Yeah. I will keep my map going and also mark the walls as we get to each point. Well then, what does it say in my pocket then? You said that it was this way. You've led us this way. Have you led us to our deaths?
And it kind of skitters up to number 2. And it's now it's like barely wearing the carcass of this fucking cat. Like you can see its skin through the cat now.
Yeah.
Its wings poking out the back.
That boy's not going to last much longer.
Mewling like a horrible old cur. Yeah. Aren't you hopped up on pale elf blood? This way. This way.
2 leads around again to the right with more kind of dead end structures that take a few minutes to prove they're dead ends. Curves back on itself before splitting off again to another dead end, leading into a strange cavern with kind of. This is the first bit of light, Perseus, you have seen in a while. There's some sort of bioluminescent fungus down here. And it curves off again. Again, branching. And it's only after you realize you've been stopping to search all these branches do you catch the faintest sound of metal on stone from further back down the passageway.
Can I taste the fungus? The bioluminescent fungus?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you can. It's old and woody.
Yeah.
It's emitting dim light.
Did you say the metal was coming from behind us or down the passage?
The sound of metal on stone behind us, yeah.
Behind.
Yeah, from the way we came.
I'm gonna, if I'm aware of this, I'll shot web in the tunnel here, like just to block it off.
Well, you only realize it when you're up here, so you only realize it up at the bioluminescent tunnel, Gex.
Oh, whatever. Well, wherever we are,
yeah.
I will put a web behind us and concentrate on that instead.
Cool.
So I'm no longer disguised. I'm me again.
Yeah.
Fucking paladins are useless right now.
Okay.
Someone got a better idea. Let's carry on.
It's going to delete all the lines again. So the mushroom tunnel was kind of here. You went up here. Your web was there. Continues on. You've got an opening up above you going left to right. You'd have to climb to get onto. And then a corridor going off that you can see splitting out in various directions along it.
Bloody hell.
There's a feeling of comfort, a kind of blanket feeling around us, like you're in... Larry, did you ever hide away in bed? Just hide in bed.
No.
Has 10 minutes passed since we had the combat?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
For
Cool.
40 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I've dropped my... I've lost concentration on my
I just wanted to
telekinesis
make
now.
sure.
Yeah. And the disguise spell, I think, is gone as well.
I'm assuming my
I think it lasts
ability is gone as well.
10 minutes.
Is it an hour disguise self?
Oh, is it? Well,
I don't know.
I dropped
in
it.
that
I
case.
dropped it when I cast the web.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
That's also concentration.
Yeah.
I said no to whatever Fern said.
No. Just
The- As you reach this junction, the Quasit flies up to the ceiling, which is higher in this section. And there's another tunnel crisscrossing above, and it crosses down to the right-hand side.
I'll take a little look-see.
And your cat just kind of flies up and sits there perched on the edge, licking what's left of its rotten paws.
you know, there's a real.
I'll climb up. Upward's good, boys. So I'll climb up.
Yeah, so it curves out again. It's another one of these kind of weird tunnels that have been kind of burned out of the rock. And yeah, just continues down. Not down, across, and turns a few corners and drops off down sharply for a little bit, for about 10 feet, like real sharp, and then continues on.
There's a comfort to staying in bed and just feeling like whatever is around you, whatever is outside of the bed, whatever is coming into your room, you're just safe.
Are you saying this out loud? Is Fern saying all this stuff out loud?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, it's hardly fucking Jed saying it, is it?
Yeah.
Well, no, I want to know if Fern is muttering this under her breath or if she's saying it
It's
loud
her-
enough for the rest of us to hear it. You know?
Definitely the three of you, hopefully nobody else further beyond.
Right, is that after hearing us enough?
Yeah.
Because Perseus is dealing with some claustrophobia right now. He's going to be like, Fern, do us all a favour. Be quiet, please. I am very anxious right now. And these small tunnels are not helping matters.
All you have to do is understand how well protected you are.
I'm going to be buried alive. This is not protected.
We've all got something keeping us safe. And that's where, well,
Karen, help me. I need to be distracted. Help me dig a small, I don't know,
You
cave in or
cope in your
something.
way, she will cope in her way. Yeah,
Always creepy.
yeah, it is what it is. I cope by eating anything I want to eat.
Yeah, we know that.
did Khan also eat some of the glowing fungus?
No, he ate that spider thing,
No.
didn't he?
Because I'm not necessarily following you all the way up to the end of the caves.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Hanging,
like,
yeah.
I will stay at the entrance of an area until you say, yeah, follow on, because then
Yeah.
I know, we can hold a position. I can keep that clear until we move to the next part.
And I have to stay next to him because he's my eyes.
What are you thinking of doing, Bird? Don't try and jump to the lid of that Coke.
Yeah.
You fucking nutter.
After rounding a few corners, you hear this cacophonous crash of water. And you come out about 40 feet above a fairly fast flowing torrent of water. The water falls down to your left, to the south, and the water seems to be flowing north. You can see the cave continue on the other side at about 10 feet higher than where you are, but the gap is significant. The crevasse that the water flows through seems to be a more natural split in the rock. Looks like it might have been aided by the water over time, but it peaks out far above in a pointed kind of ceiling.
And the water is kind of springing from the rock?
No, it's there's a waterfall down to the south.
Okay.
Underground river.
The tunnel here is about 15 feet wide. It's down that way. and the quasit points off with its paw as the paw drops, splashes down into the water. That is, the paw fell off the quasit.
Yeah.
About 30 feet.
So is he saying that we follow the water?
Well, only Jed can hear the quasit. but
Yeah.
Anyone else got any more rope?
But I'll
Well, yeah, we
reiterate.
probably all have a rope.
Yeah, but we used 2.
Well, because if you use them, I'd like you to check your character sheets to actually see if you have any.
I have a rope. I have not used my rope.
Cool. Taking a leak back in a sec.
So, which direction do we go for?
Do we need to cross the...
We to go across.
Is it one of those go cross the river, yeah?
Do we need to cross? I think we can
Later.
simply follow along the flow.
Is that what he was saying? Because I really didn't catch the direction.
Yeah. Am I reiterating that correctly, Gov? We don't need to cross. We can
Go
just
for a
follow.
leap.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good lad. Good
Well,
fellow
if it's
that he is.
across, I'll just fucking misty step, and if it's down
Yeah.
in the water, then
Yeah.
Well, I
I'll
was
hold the best.
thinking
Hold the best.
grab-
Yeah.
grab the rope, grab one
What
end
was
of
I
the
trying to
rope,
say?
misty step across to the other side.
Don't work like that.
Is it not,
You're
motherfucker?
teleporting.
You could spider walk across over.
I could.
There's
Yeah.
got to be a roof.
Yeah. Unless it's a gigantic cavern that leads up to the surface, but yeah.
I can levitate across.
Yeah, we can get across if needs be. Well,
Yeah.
some
See,
of us can.
Perseus cat.
this whole session was literally built for Tongi.
Yeah.
My fucking Twilight Cleric would be perfect in
Yeah.
this. Underground, 300 feet of dark vision, sharing it with the rest of you, like fucking goddamn.
Yeah.
See, this is like why tunnels are pretty fun though. You don't know what's around the next corner.
Yeah, but this is the
Dundee.
thing. Because Perseus
Right
has
back.
no dark vision at all, I'm like completely blind. I'm just
Oh,
holding onto Khan's shoulder.
We needed clarification. Did the quasit say we go across the water or follow the flow of the water?
Follow the flow of the water.
Well,
Perseus gonna need to lighten himself up a bit.
I'll just
Yeah.
take a swim.
uh,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you got that
holding.
breathing ring, haven't you?
Yeah, I got my necklace of adaptability so I can breathe underwater.
Fuck. Shit, yeah.
Are you heavy enough you'll just sink to the bottom and won't get swept away?
Even if I'm swept away, no chance of drowning.
True. Yeah, okay.
Do we belay ourselves together as we go through the water? So we don't.
Well,
I'm not
how deep is
tying
it?
myself
Let's-
to the giant or the guy in metal armor. Put it that way. If we're going into water.
Yeah.
How deep is it?
Yeah.
You can't tell. Not from here. You're about 10 feet. Oh, sorry. No, I said you're about 30 feet up.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just fucking, inky black
Okay, so
surface.
it's down into a gorge.
Yeah, it's down into a gorge. It's about 40 feet wide, 30 feet wide, so it's... You done off.
And how high is the ceiling above us?
It peaks about 70 feet above you, but it's sheer-sided. So the water surface is, there. That is kind of the layout of the thing, and your tunnel is there. The other one is gone there. Who knows how far down it goes?
The parrot's getting fat.
Is he just fluffing because it's cold?
No, I just think he is actually. He eats loads when he comes upstairs, but then he might just be
Poor guy.
stoned.
You feed him chicken curry, yeah.
No, I'll give him. Like the pastry bit from Jaffa cakes. I give him a little bit of that every now and then. He fucking loves it.
Bake for cats, got it.
Well, I mean, we got to go in the water. Let's fucking go in the water. I mean, I can just spider climb along the walls above the water.
Well, is that how the roof looks? This here.
Goes up to a point.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll I will, if we're proceeding in this direction, I'll just like crawl along the wall above the water, just so I don't, get flown away. For now.
Cool.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right, be
You-
prepared to drown.
Yeah, again, I can keep myself out of the water, but
I'm gonna have to float.
yeah, for anybody else.
It's all right.
Oh, we're
Khan's
gonna
pretty
have to
fucking athletic.
Try and swim.
What can we see on the other side?
Tunnel just goes off into the distance beyond your vision.
Okay.
What have you said, Fern?
What have I said?
Did you tell us the direction we should go? Is it up the
We-
river,
we-
or are you telling us?
Yeah,
So
we
down
follow
to
the
you.
flow. We follow the flow of the water. That'll take us where. That'll take us where we're
No,
going.
I'm no geologist, but doesn't water generally head down?
Yeah, but it always heads to the sea. So it always ends out, in open air somewhere.
Unless it's an underground sea.
Okay, I'm gonna walk along this wall 30 feet.
All right, you're about 30 feet up off the thing, and you're literally walking on the wall. So, Perseus,
Yeah.
if you're lowering yourself down, you're pretty sure you're gonna sink like a brick shithouse. You're a big, strong lad. There's not a lick of fat on you. You're gonna have a hard time staying up, but it's weird. But you can breathe underwater.
As I just sink to the bottom.
And you do, and it tapers out into a kind of point down below as well. But it's probably about 20 feet at that point, and then up near the edges, it's kind of like 10 feet deep.
So not too deep then.
Staff of swarming insects.
Deep enough to drown anyone who can't swim. How's everyone's athletics? I know Karn is fine and Larry's okay.
Yeah, well, it's decent.
Even if I didn't need to breathe, I'm fine.
I'm
Fern.
going to cast levitate to keep myself above the water. And I seem to have lost my concentration token. Can I have another one?
Yeah. You can... Where the fuck do they go? I can't seem to control.
There's a bag.
Yeah, there's a few over here near Perseus. There.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
All right.
Oh no, I
Okay,
just get for sorry. I was like, do I need to cast Spider Climb? I was like, I just get it for free.
Yeah. You just can walk on walls.
Boots thereof, and yeah, you don't need to cast anything. Cloak, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, of course.
Back in a sec. I need to go for a piss.
All right.
In which case, if Percy and Khan are going into the water, let's say before they do that, I'll set up an awaken mind link with Percy, just so we can telepathy to one another.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Because if I need to know anything, then I can let you know, and I think you can go. It just goes back and forth. Let me read this again. Awaken mind. You and the chosen creature can communicate with each other while you are within 4 miles. To understand each other, you must mention. Yeah, so we just have a mental kind of link. Yeah.
All right, we'll wait for Vic to get back.
Yeah, no problem. Exciting.
What?
How does the water taste, Percy?
Tastes moldy.
Do you feel its coldness? The
Better
sharpness.
than those bloody tunnels. At least there's space in this water.
Yes.
Alright, back. Sorry about that.
No worries. All right. For Karn and Perseus, can I get just athletics checks just to see how well you handled the the current?
Jumping in the water is going to make me angry, so I'm going to activate rage if that's all right.
Sure.
Hey mate, freezing cold water on his fucking ball sack, make them things invert. It's very angry.
Yeah, to be fair.
You ever ran into the sea, right? Why is my fucking... Oh, it's on flick. What the fuck? Oh, it's because Parrot was walking on the keyboard.
That was athletics, yeah, girl.
Yes.
That's a 12 for me then.
That
Pretty
is
bad
a
roll.
26.
Jesus Christ.
No, do.
So the current is quick. Neither Perseus or Karn are buoyant naturally. There's just too much muscle mass. Karn, you're staying afloat through exertion and anger and shrunken testicles. Perseus, you're not. You're kind of bouncing off the base of this, bouncing from side to side, sometimes getting tossed and turned and rolled over, and it's a bit disorientating. You know,
Ow, ow, ow.
and the water is carrying them faster than walking pace for, or levitating pace, which is just levitate at your walk speed, is it, Jed?
So basically I can pull myself along the wall. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I can sprint because my speed,
Yes, you
my
can.
speed is just my climb speed. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can
So
run.
you can actually run, but you would have to keep a a kind of a half jog to kind of keep up with them. They are getting ahead of you. So you kind of take this pace after a while, and like Fern is kind of dragging a little behind. The Quasit is gleefully kind of flapping with bits of fucking fur and stuff just dropping into the water. It's flapping down the center of this tunnel, kind of tee-heeing away to itself. Karen, you feel Perseus just clatter off your thigh, spin around you, and go out ahead of you as Perseus kind of loses control a bit. And he kind of bobs to the surface, and you can see maybe a splash of color from his armor and his gabard or whatever the fuck he wears over it. And he continues on off ahead of you guys.
I take 1 point of bludgeon damage.
Oh, you're great. Perseus, give us another athletics check.
Oh, that's better. That's a 21.
Okay. You stable yourself and kind of figure out how moving in this environment kind of works, just as the tunnel takes a turn down and slightly to the right, thinning slightly and increasing in speed. It kind of helps you. It keeps you centered in the stream. But he is now kind of 50, 60 feet ahead of you guys. Larry, do you want to run to keep up or keep him in sight? Or?
Yeah, I'll
Should have tied a rope.
I'll just keep Percy in sight.
Tell you what, can I just like try and jam my longsword if I'm on the surface of the water? Jam my longsword into the side of the wall of the tunnel or something.
I wouldn't want to fucking do that with my sword.
Is it magic?
No,
Do you have a
standard
dagger?
longsword.
Bye, sword.
It'll fuck your sword up if it doesn't go in, and even if it does, it'll fuck it up.
Well, I got javelins, but they're wood handles, so
give it a go. It might be better maybe to just try and grab a side. Might be safer.
Unarmed grabbers.
It's unlikely you'll be able to. Well, give us an athletics check to see if you can stop yourself.
I'll just say, I'm going to try and slow myself down at least.
You've got control, so it's easier to do now. You wouldn't be at disadvantage. Is that a 1 or a 7? That's a 7.
That's a 7, so that's 18. No, 16. Sorry.
Yeah, so you do manage to stop yourself about 30 feet down around this kind of corner as the tunnel has thinned a little. You
And
guys
if I'm on the
eventually kind of
surface,
catch up.
On the surface, I'll be like, water's getting a bit choppy.
Fucking weirdo parrot.
I'll throw
Just
my
fun.
rope. Although,
You get pulled off. Whee!
well, I'm on the wall, but like, am I like Spider-Man where I'm stuck to the wall, or am I just defying gravity? I don't know if I can hold on to Percy. How do you rule that?
I think you're stuck to the wall unless you kind of fail a strength check. As in, if Perseus is stronger than you, he could pull you off the wall, I would imagine.
If something forcibly moved you, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if Perseus wasn't trying to pull you off the wall and you were trying to pull him up out of the water, I would give you a strength check.
Oh, he's in fucking chainmail.
Yeah, exactly. It might be a tough strength check.
So
Kind of
with
just wanted to just throw him a rope so I could hold on to him.
No. You
So
can
he
throw him a
doesn't
rope
float
and you
away?
keep him. Yeah. No, that's
So he
that's
kind of
what's
travels
happening
at my
now.
speed and I hold it. Okay, cool.
the weight limit on my levitate is 500 pounds.
Ooh.
So I mean, the check there would be.
But that's a single object.
Yes, but
As in
You'd have
that's
to hold
you
him.
or
You just levitate Khan and sit on his shoulders.
so long as
no, Karn weighs about 500 pounds.
I guess you'd
Levitate Percy and sit on his shoulders.
I guess you'd run a check to see whether he would stay in my grip, but I don't think he would like. What I mean there is he wouldn't kill my levitation so much as
Oh, as in you grab him and then try to lift.
it wouldn't pull me into the water, but you could
it
run
would
the
still
check and
be
see
a
whether he
strength
stays in my
check.
grip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, which my
Yeah,
strength
that's how
is
it'd work
plus,
as well.
maybe. Yeah, I'm realizing though that I have very bad strength, so maybe not the one.
The two strongest characters are the ones in the water right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Khan is Andre the Giant, but not French.
And not fat.
Yeah.
And a psycho.
No, he's not a psycho. If he's a psycho, he'd be burning down children's orphanages and murdering hookers in the street.
As opposed to watched eating people.
Yeah.
It was a fucking half spider. It wasn't a person to me.
Vic,
I don't know
I
what
was
it
about to
was.
say, be careful considering what me and you spoke about the other night. Like, he would happily eat any one of us.
Yeah, you're not Goliath. Not cannibalism to me.
Yeah, so don't be giving that crab excuse.
You continue further down this passage. The current getting, to be fair, a little dangerous. It's getting kind of stronger and stronger.
Keep an eye out for openings.
There isn't any crisscross openings up above you guys. None that
Have
you can
we come
see.
across any life in this stream? Like, has there been any fish that we've been bumping into? Like,
In the stream, no. You did see insects in the huge cavern up above. You saw tiny insects where the fungus was earlier.
do we see any
But-
bats or anything like that? Any like,
No aerial creatures. Oh, no, there was probably aerial creatures in the huge cavern, but they would have been tiny little things. Insects.
It's just generally a good indicator if we're coming close to a fucking exit.
A moment or two later, you can see the ceiling ahead, and you're only seeing at 60 feet, as far as I know. Nobody else can see further. The ceiling ahead just takes a dip down, and there is just a fucking sinking feeling in your guts. It's not going vertically down, but it's going steeply down.
Yep, underground sea.
And unless anyone tries to do something about it, that's where you're going.
I'll let go.
Have we
Percy.
come across any like other crossings?
Nope.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
Not seen
nothing.
no other crosses of tunnels or anything.
No.
No.
And that Quasit is still out ahead, shedding more and more cat as it dips out of view from Fern and disappears down into the
Does the
darkness.
gap between the roof and the lake and the river completely disappear? So it comes to completely enclosed.
No, they're still
Okay.
there.
So yeah, I'm not worrying yet then.
All right.
We're essentially approaching the edge of a waterfall.
And
Nah, edge of a
Water.
downhill. Edge of a downhill. Yeah, waterfall, but I suppose it's not like dropping off vertically. Not at the moment, anyway. So Larry, Fern, you guys are the ones that are most in control of your situation. Is there anything you want to do?
I'll anchor Percy to the wall, and then like tie the rope to something, and then go have a look. Go up ahead, maybe.
There's nothing to time to.
Fuck it, I'll let go of him and I'll just carry on walking.
You can.
Can I
time-
try and climb out of the water?
You can. There's no.
Nowhere
It's
to.
like this is a rock surface that has been made smooth by water over
It's
a
completely
long time.
It's always got an
So-
answer.
So Larry, you could stop Perseus by just stopping with the
Yeah.
rope and holding him.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Say bye-bye, boys.
Can I help with that at least? I don't think I'll be able to contribute anything, but if I can give
well,
Larry
look,
advantage for
look,
taking a help
guys,
action.
yeah,
can't- we
if you
can't-
pass the rope to Larry,
we can't stay here. We might as well move on.
That's exactly what you're gonna do. Just fucking live the next 48 hours here on the wall.
Yes.
so Fern, you're aware that the thread of magic that you're currently kind of woven into you
Yeah.
is slowly coming to an end. You might only have a minute or two left. But Larry hands you the rope. You hold Perseus in place. All the while, Karn starts to float further down, away from you guys, as
Away from
Larry
my
runs
hand.
ahead on the wall. You can give us an athletics check to try swim against the stream.
No, I'm just gonna let it take me.
All right.
I'm gonna wave.
Karn goes.
I'm gonna try to swim to the wall of the stream, so I'm not gonna swim against it, but I will swim diagonally, sort of with it into the wall, and then try to grab the wall a bit.
There's not really to grab. It's like
Well, no, force my fingers into it. If it's mud, clay, or whatever, I will
It's-
try to
it's
force my
not, it's
fingers
stone.
into the-
It's smooth rock.
Okay, I will just get against the wall and let the drag of the wall slow me a little bit, like 2%.
all right. You do that. Larry runs ahead. Larry, as far as you can see, this thing is petering out at like a 10-degree downslope, and it's just getting faster and faster
Yeah.
further ahead. And at that, Karn just shoots past you.
Woo! Peace.
Bye.
So you guys are currently stable, and Karn just disappears off into the darkness.
Fern, let me go. I want to telepathically say to Fern, let me go.
Okay. Undo the rope.
Perseus, with rope attached, disappears off into the darkness.
Hey, I want that rope back.
It's still tied to me.
I have to go get it.
He says,
Fern,
"I'm
your
gonna
magic's
get
about
tangled
to
in
fade.
But the levitate, I can renew it.
Cool.
I can cast it at will. And before I let go of Larry, can I renew the psychic bond as well? I think.
You can.
Yeah, if that's what, if that's possible.
Like
Before I let
me.
go of Percy,
You mean
even.
Percy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant
Yeah,
Percy.
I'll just keep running, keep running after Khan. And, well, after my rope, well, to be honest.
I will purposely being as loud as I can so they can sort of tell the
Going,
distance.
woo!
Falling
As he
in
goes
the
down
water.
He's going down a water slide going, woo! With his arms in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be sounding like he's having fun, probably.
It sounds like a laugh.
Yeah, it just sounds like a water park, doesn't it? So far.
So, Larry, you're running for about 2 minutes before Karn's voice is just an echo in the distance.
Fair enough.
He's just outpaced you.
I'll just stroll.
Um,
I'll slow down to a
you
walk.
assume Perseus is somewhere in the water behind him. Maybe you catch just a glimpse of the slither of the rope kind of on the surface. For Perseus and Karn, you continue like this for a few minutes. It starts to get pretty sketchy. Karn, you're being bounced off either wall and being spun around. Perseus, you're being thrown, your armor being dented and scratched. Chainmail being scraped up and broken in places. Nearly being choked by, your tabard of your god or whatever. And
Rope.
it crashes down and you're crashing against either wall. And eventually there's just a lurch in your stomach and there's this free fall sensation. And you drop for what feels like forever. And then there's a great crash, and you're in water again. And you're plummeting underneath the water. Karn, you're at the stage where you're gurgling for air and swimming against the kind of force of gravity that threw this enormous creature into this giant undersea lake. And after a moment, Karn, you bubble to the surface. And there's just this inky black lake. This ripples coming out from you and another splash that's currently still underwater, just out as far as you can see. It's just pitch black.
I will move towards the splash and feel around for the rope.
You can feel the rope. Perseus, you hit the water and just continue under. The weight of your armor dragging you down until you crash down onto your knees. Who knows how deep underwater?
Bro, take the fucking armor off.
The Fern and Larry, you're at a 20-minute walk. A couple of castings will levitate behind them.
Mm-hmm.
You get down, it has picked up pace and thinned out. This air surface, like above the water, has thinned out as well. And this enormous kind of waterfall that's dropping out of the ceiling of this enormous cavern and filling this massive underground lake, which you could hear but can't quite see. But from up here, Larry, you walk out onto the ceiling of the cavern, looking around, and far in the distance to the north, you can see hundreds of lights, golden bright candlelight or firelight from about 2 or 3 kilometers away, all stacked up on each other like a terraced city.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose you can levitate down as well. Because, yeah, I figured you'd have to levitate near something, but no, you can just levitate in midair.
I can go up and down easily. I need to pull my way along something if I'm moving laterally.
You should have just tied a rope around us earlier and just used it to pull you along the fucking...
Like a fucking canal boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you reach for the rope, Karn, and
Yep.
start with some hassle, with some strength needed to keep your legs kicking while countering against the weight of Perseus in his armor. And you eventually pull him up to the surface to where he's kind of clambered onto one of your shoulders. And again, you catch your senses. There's just this inky black nothing all around you. And you were down about 60 feet. You're now up on the surface. You kind of take this briny water out of your eyes and you can start to see in the distance these lights. Like I said, they're a good bit away. You can't really make many of the structures. They look like small houses, maybe, in this terraced situation. And there's hundreds of them across. It's probably the whole side of the lake.
Well, this is not good. I think those we saw up there were the start of the invasion, and this is the main force.
This looks like a city.
Maybe they're home.
This is where they're from, like, clearly. Wait, are we
More like a
together?
city.
Can we gather together? Also, Percy, where the fuck are we, like...
You can shout to each other.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
Let's just
You're
get closer
about-
together.
The drop was about 100 feet.
Okay,
So you're about 100 feet apart.
I will slap the top of the water bit. But then again, if there's a waterfall, you won't be able to hear us anyway because the waterfall's going to be far too loud.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to
you're
go
pro-
down to the bottom. If I can get down the wall.
You came out on the ceiling. So if this is if the lake is like, it isn't this shape, but like you just dropped out of a hole in the ceiling, plunging into the basin.
Oh, okay.
So that makes sense.
Yep. Cool. We're in the water. Now let's just we'll gather together so we can have a conversation. And Percy can, I don't know, take off your armor. I guess.
Well, see, I did
Should
want
have
to
took his
say.
armor off, tied it in a cloak, tied rope round it, and then brought it.
I was about to say, guys, I was gonna say, Gex, when you said take your fucking armor off, I was like, if I take my armor off, I'm still carrying it, so I've still got the weight.
Yeah, but
No?
I can carry it, and I could easily carry it, and it doesn't actually affect my weight so much.
Yeah, we'll put it in the bag of holding temporarily.
Yeah, and it drops my armor.
Whatever,
class
coulda,
down
shoulda,
to
woulda.
2.
What are you going to do now?
Swim to the edge. We need to get out of the water. Because the
How deep's the
shoreline.
water?
It was about 60 feet when Karen pulled Perseus up from the bottom.
Your
Oh,
pet can
right.
fly,
He's
yeah,
not in the
right?
bottom. Okay, good.
Jed's pet can fly, can he? So if we get him to
It can,
scout
yeah.
out for an area not close to the fucking lights,
Well, I
for
mean,
us to
it's
beach up.
miles away, so.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah,
swim back towards, I don't know, fucking something.
Swim towards the nearest shoreline that isn't like close to us,
Yes.
not the
Yes.
light sources.
Yeah, but the only shoreline we're going to be able to see is the one with the light source.
Well, let's just swim away from it.
Yeah.
We have
So you
a
said-
landmark.
Just get our feet on the ground, somewhere we can sit around for a minute. Are we good for hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was minor stuff that you just took knocks on the way down. So you're swimming away. You swim away from the light source, around the waterfall, and back to the south. And after what seems like an excruciating amount of time swimming, you eventually come across shoreline. It's a rocky, stony mess, the odd crab and the odd crustacean kind of scuttling across it. Some albino insects standing
pick up
out
crab.
in the dark. And it's just got the surface of the kind of cavern face in front of you. It seems to skirt out around the lake, left and right, leading back up towards, curving north either way.
Okay. Let's see.
There's enough room here to set a camp if you wanted.
Want to scout around the edge and see if we can find any caves or anything that goes into the wall a little bit, or a concealed area where there's no light. I want to find a place where light wouldn't necessarily reflect back to the town, city. You know,
Get you.
what I mean?
You've got to scout for about half an hour before you find a place. There's a crevice of rock around on the right-hand side out to the east where you can get a place like that.
Yeah.
It's about a 10-minute walk from where you are. It's only a little bit closer to the city. And you could set fire there and you're pretty sure to be hidden properly. But you're confident it would be hidden properly.
Okay. I'll go back and grab everyone then.
Yeah.
And lead them.
While Khan's doing that, so I can spend a minute to get a spell slot back.
Can do.
Once per long rest, I can regain a spell slot, so I'm going to do that. And then I might cast Contact Other Plane. I might contact my patron if I'm waiting for Khan. Yeah,
It's doable.
I haven't
On
done that
shores,
before.
these dark waters.
Just sit cross-legged. Tell you what, I'm going to spend a couple of seconds. I think with prestidigitation, I can kind of warm Percy up, make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, Yeah, he's drenched and his
Yeah.
armor's battered and a bit of his
Yeah.
chainmail's torn and ripped, but
Yeah.
and his clothing. But you know,
I don't have mending, but I can make him physically more comfortable. Kind of warm him through, or warm the clothing and dry things off.
Right, yeah, drive me off.
Absolutely.
I'll
Oil.
pinch his bum with mage hand.
If you've got
Absolutely.
oil in your bag, could oil your fucking armor, repair it a little bit.
Karen won't be back for about 10 minutes anyway.
And then, yeah, I'm just going to sit with my legs crossed at the side of the underground sea. And yeah, first of all, I'll recover that spell slot, and then let me read the rules for contact other plane. Okay. When you cast this spell, make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. Okay. What happens if I fail? Oh, nice. Okay, this might be good. Right, fine. This is risky. I've ticked the spell slot now. I've agreed to do it. So, right, int save. Oh, that's a pass. Okay, cool. Right, good.
I say it's Fran about to flip out on us.
So who knows?
Shouting and shit.
Success or failure could be.
Start throwing
so
glass at us.
Burns sits down and you can tell is engaged in some sort of magical act.
Yeah.
As the
I-
rest of you kind of
yeah.
wring out your clothes. Karen goes off into the darkness. Go on, Jed, sorry.
I get 5 questions and 1-word answers to them.
Yeah. So you cast the spell, and you guys can just see Fern close her eyes and sit in, like, you know, kind of a cross-legged position, her hands on her knees. And about 30 feet out in the water, you can see a ripple. Fern, you can see a head, long-haired head, just all made out of black ink, just surface from the water. Pointed elven ears protrude either side of this mane of black ink that flows down over the shoulders as this body emerges until
Oh,
it
boy.
stands walking on the water and walks in towards you till
Elf
it's
Jesus.
just about at the shore, and it sits down, mimics your position. There's not much light here. In fact, there's none, but using your dark vision, you can see just the curves of this aquiline face, male, kind of young and beautiful, although inky black. Its black eyes open and stare into you. Fern, at last, ask your questions. I shall guide you where you should be.
Am I here in this place because you have guided me here?
Yes.
And the place with the lights on the far shore, is that where we should go next?
Maybe.
Would we be safe if we were to go there?
Unclear.
Hmm.
Magic 8-ball ass motherfucker.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly.
Does that mean that those who live there are in defiance of you?
No.
The last question then. I'm pausing. I'm running it through. Can I speak above table? Can I ask the lads if there's anything else
Sure.
I should be asking here?
I mean, what you asked if they're against it?
So
Ask if they're allied with it.
yeah.
Yeah, but they also betray you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like it sent us to a fucking didn't send us where we wanted to go.
No, it sent us where it wants us to go.
Yeah. But the city there might be where we should go next. We might be safe there, but it's hard to say. That doesn't mean that whoever's there are the enemies of my patron.
You could ask, will we be safe there?
Yeah. Well, no, I did. If
You
we
did.
If we go there, we would be safe. And the
He
answer,
said unclear.
yeah,
Fucking Zeechian ass answers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Mm,
think of anything myself. Is there a way back to the surface?
yeah, and then
That's kinda
yeah,
what you want.
Yeah, is there a way back
You guys know
there?
that to be true.
Yeah.
yeah. But sure, but
Is
if
there a way back to the surface in that town?
Okay,
That's the question.
Does-
what is the way
does-
to the surface?
You can't one word answer.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
a one word answer.
Shit, I don't know.
Is the way to the surface north? Because
Is
we've been
there a
going
map?
north the entire way.
Is there a map to the surface in the city?
if I go to the city, yeah.
If you go to the city,
If-
can we
if-
find a surface?
If we go to the city, will there be a guide that could take us to the surface? Something like that. Yeah. Will there be a way? Is there a way we can go to return to the surface lands? Yeah.
So hang on, phrase that better for me.
If we go to the city, will we find the way back to the surface?
Yes.
I wish that I could have more time with you like this. But yeah, right.
It's just a splash when you try to interact with it like
It's
that.
his pants
Yeah.
It
drop.
turns to liquid and it just
Yeah.
goes back into the lake. But you were shocked that this creature was elven, or at least portrayed itself like that.
Yeah. And so I'm just gonna roll onto my back and kind of stretch out. Maybe now finally dip my feet into the water.
Reason.
Yeah.
See, I'm so tempted to do something when you're doing that, but I'm like, that probably won't work.
The Karen comes back a few minutes later. Says he found a camping spot.
You aggressive little bastard bird. Fuck off.
I like
Alright.
camping.
Are we hungry?
Head to the camping spot, I say.
Is there any driftwood on the thingy at all? Is there any sort of like
On the
burnable
shoreline.
material?
Why'd there be driftwood underground?
I was gonna say, where would it have
Well,
come from?
You don't know where the entrance for the water comes from.
Doesn't
It
water
could
generally
come down.
generally start coming from like inside mountains?
Yeah, but it can
Ah.
also come out the top of a mountain and then work its way back in underground.
Ship floating off the city even.
I suppose let the man cook.
It's surprising, mate, what can end up where.
Yeah, I'm going to say there is driftwood.
Oh
Um,
shit!
A tiny amount of it. Not really enough for a fire. Maybe enough to supplement the kindling and the fire startery things you guys have. Like, it'd cook a meal, but it's not going to get you all nice and toasty for the evening.
Just
And
going to collect up
the-
what we can.
The driftwood is planks. It's been worked.
Yeah.
And it looks like no wood you guys have ever seen. A survival check could possibly get you.
Oh my
Is
god!
there a nature check?
Holy
Nature
shit.
check?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. A nature check could probably get you.
Can I make a survival check? Is that allowed?
I'll go nature, sorry. Or a survival, it would be a higher DC, but I'll allow it.
But I'm better at survival. Can I
I'll give a nature a go. Why not? It's only
Can I
+2,
cast-
but still.
guidance on Khan?
20.
You get an extra. Oh, fine. You
Well,
get an
so
extra
20
D4, but
Not nat
yeah.
20, but
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Karn, it's mushroom.
Ah,
It's some sort of weird mushroomy mud. It pulls strips of it,
Smells-
pull away like cheese strings, you know.
smells like fungus.
Wood, cheese. Okay, my notes are useful.
But
this
it-
time.
Wood,
But it
cheese
burns.
My notes say ripple in water, elf Jesus, mushroom wood, cheese strings.
yeah,
Ha-
easily
bigger.
understandable.
I just write down choice words.
So, you light a small fire, you cook a small meal, you take your short rest, you warm up, you dry off, you take about half an hour to catch your breath again. You realize you've been underground now for several hours at this stage.
Yuck.
I have 20 fucking boxes of rations in my bag.
So you have plenty of food. And it's just as the embers of the fire are dwindling and you're wondering what you're going to do for warmth. There's an enormous gong, like a bell rings a single time from the city. Echoes across the lake and across this subterranean cavern. And slowly, noises from the city start to come to life. A few more lights come on, a few more fires are lit. You start to see down by the surface of the lake fires bob on the masts of ships. And the clamour and noise, although distant, grows to something that echoes even as far as away from you as you are. You are from it. A few moments later, you hear what you're pretty sure is smithing or the striking of hammer on iron.
It's dawn. This is dawn for the city.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. It's like the city waking up.
You gotta have
I would
someone
I would
to do it.
definitely recognize. Perseus would definitely recognize the sound of smithing if he heard it in the distance.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the high pitched twang of that hammer on. You can even hear the fucking slight tone difference, or as the steel grows cooler and the smith takes his last few cracks with the hammer.
Someone's crafting something in the town.
Cool.
And as time goes on, there's a few more of these and a few more. So you can start to hear this kind of rhythmic beat of these pings off in the distance, just faint echoes. And you can start to see boats set into the lake. They each seem to have 3 lanterns on giant masts or cranes that hang out either side of them, possibly to attract fish from under the water. Your path along the bank to the north could lead you anywhere. You're not entirely sure. It'll definitely lead you to the city. But whether it branches out into other tunnels, unfortunately, seeing only 60 feet at a time, it's going to be hard to tell.
So I'm assuming their city's mostly built out of this wood as well.
It's hard to tell
I'd
from this
assume it'd be
distance.
built out of stone.
Quarried stone, sure, yeah.
Maybe.
All you're really seeing is kind of shapes of shadows and angles. You can't tell what the stuff is at this
Oh, yeah.
distance.
Shall we try and get closer?
I think we should wait till that time.
Well, yeah, not
Let's
right
not
now, but
down I think probably best to scout surrounding area.
Maybe Fern and Larry.
You
You
can't
two are.
see fucking shit.
I can't see shit. Fern and Larry are light on their feet, so maybe they should go scouting.
Yeah, not good at sneaking unless I'm fucking angry.
And I can't sneak in this. I'm gonna shake my chainmail lightly.
Take
Okay,
it
so
off.
I'm going to draw the side of the lake here, right?
If
So
I can
that
short
is-
rest, I can get both of my spell slots back.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you did short rest. You're good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So that is the lake on the Perseus side of the table. The shore opens up into a. It's still the cavern, but this is land, and there's refuse piles and what seems to like straw in kind of little fenced gate fences thing all along here in boxes. And this is you guys in super sneaky scout mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see these large tracts of lands, hundreds of feet long. And there's crops growing in them.
Mushroom farms. Very cool.
There are indeed some mushrooms, but there's also some strange grasses.
Cool.
These kind of purple grasses in one of them and white grasses in the other. Nobody's tending them at the moment. And there'll be some huts over here. But the city is still, like even from the huts, the city is still about 1 kilometer away.
Hmm.
There might be a barn of sorts, probably for domesticated animals, large animals.
What's the plan here, boys? Are we immediately going to get killed on sight because we're topsiders?
The cavern also goes further out that direction with the possibility of tunnels.
Yeah, probably.
Or do we
Hard
just
to say.
stroll in and try to make friends?
I think
Let's find out.
best bet
more to
maybe
the point,
fucking...
how are we going to find out? Are we just going to walk in there?
I will. If you
Stroll
want.
along till we get discovered?
Farron, you're a natural scout, so maybe you could sneak on in, maybe take a look, try not to be discovered, and then
Natural
report back.
police.
Yeah. Let's try it.
All right, Fern, so what's the plan?
Um.
There doesn't seem to be anybody down here working the fields at this time.
Yeah.
The crops, do you have much nature skill? No need to roll, just...
I don't have nature. I've got a 0 in nature, so
I
you
got
know,
a plus
again,
2.
yeah.
So-
I'd pitch any kind of survival check if I could, but
Well, I'll give you it on survival. The crops here look like they're all weird and alien, but they look plump and nearly ready to harvest.
yeah.
You're not sure if people would be tending them, if they have any correlation.
If they went out at war.
Well, there's that. But an army marches on its stomach, as Karn keeps telling you.
Yeah. So, sorry, I don't know if I'm missing the conclusion here. So we would be waiting for somebody, or
Oh, the conclusion is there's no one here, and maybe that's the reason why there's nobody
Well,
here, is because there's
They
no
don't-
work to be done in these fields. They're
we're just-
waiting to
they're
harvest,
just waiting to harvest, and that's fine. Okay, cool.
and that time is soon.
Are we
Do
hungry?
we have any
still?
poisons on us? Yeah, we were taking some food.
Yeah.
We've got a
Let's not-
We've got a handy haversack, so we can take a few bits. We're searching those fucking sheds for any wood or anything we could potentially burn for a fire for a little bit. Because a long rest would be nice.
Yeah, scraps of stuff to burn can be gathered up very easy from this end, from where you are.
But we also want to make it look not like we've been ransacking the place potentially.
No. I mean, you're not ripping like fence posts out or anything like that. You gather up bits of straw to help with starting the fire, There'll be odd sticks and stones stones. There'll be sticks and other bits and bobs that are just kind of lying around that can be gathered. Some of them are actually wood.
If you've got fucking flint on the edge of the fire and you know, that that shit explodes.
Sure.
Shut up, bird screeching. He's an angry bastard.
So Fern, if you're pushing out to check, it seems that there is a scattering of other houses of the fields up ahead,
Okay.
and it kind of continues like this, growing denser, more housing until it gets into the city. But that will involve leaving the pack and venturing north.
Okay. If I can get to a position where I'm 30 foot from someone, I can set up a psychic link again.
Yeah, done. Perseus?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, to Percy, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, just kind of quietly move ahead. I'm not going to cast invisibility at this stage.
Yep.
But I'll just try and kind of quietly move ahead. Can I see anybody in these houses, or did you say they were kind of more livestock kind of sized?
No, there's the barn on the right hand side near your player space. Is it actually has creatures in it.
Yeah.
Chitinous, strange, kind of fat, low things. 4-legged, but antenna coming out the front of them. You've never seen anything of the like. They're about the size of a water buffalo or something, and they seem to be sleeping. Or at least on the ground with their eyes shut. The 3 buildings beside them are storage sheds, you would imagine. They don't look like living abodes. They've no windows. They've no chimneys.
Sure. Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll move past them and maybe to. I think maybe.
Give us a perception check, actually.
Yeah, gladly. My perception bonus is fine. 5. There you go. It's for a total of 6.
Ooh.
And I'm -1 on the luck score.
Time to add to the luck score.
That's fine.
That's you. Oh, it's back to 0.
Yep.
I'm just checking your character sheet for something. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you've done us anything weird.
Yep, fine.
And you continue out. There's another section, kind of like the map that's drawn here. More smaller plots, seem to be growing herbs.
Yeah.
That are unrecognizable. Different types of mushrooms. Continuing on, you then get to a stage where you're currently hiding in this long grass, one of these plots, peering out from about 5 feet deep into it. And you notice some movement. A house opens, and in an ancient dwarvish tongue, you hear, "I'll be back when I'm back." And this wide, short, clanking man comes out in a pair of metal boots, stomps off, and heads away from you in towards the city.
Okay.
He's got a pickaxe over one shoulder. He's wearing a leather jerkin and an iron helmet. To your eyes, he's dwarven.
Yeah.
He's got the beard. It checks out. He's male.
Dwarves?
I speak Dwarvish, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't.
cool.
Yeah, and
So-
that's why you picked it up. It is an ancient dialect, or you got the gist of what he said.
Yeah.
You think it was, "I'll be back when I'm back."
Yeah.
And maybe an angry woman's mutter from inside of the house.
No problem. Okay.
Maybe a mentioning of the word beer and it don't. Something like that. Couldn't quite pick it up.
Hmm.
And as you wait here a minute or two longer, similar types of situations appear. The city's waking up, and you see this steady stream of of dwarven folk, men and women, children, rare as they are, start to emerge. The children on their chores, some of the women coming towards the patches you're in, and a lot of the men heading into the city. All of them with picks, mattocks, hammers, mauls, things like that.
Great.
These fellas ain't those fellas that we're scared of. They ain't the
No.
fellas that. So maybe they're our friends, or maybe they're the enemy of those fellas. Either way, what say we say hello?
Yeah, I'll relay all of this quickly back to the group psychically, and
Psychically to me, and I'm going to tell the other two.
yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
And as soon as you relay that you've just seen a dwarf to me psychically, Perseus is immediately going to relax and be like, "Okay, maybe we should go into the city then."
This is our thing for
Right,
dwarves.
so Larry speaks, just because I have Larry and Fern's sheet open. Larry doesn't speak Dwarvish, Fern does.
I do as well.
You do, Perseus and Karn?
Giant and orc. So no dwarven.
Okay. So how do you want to approach it? There's going to
Well-
be no way to get into the city.
I'm
Sorry,
thinking
it would be-
we should go and speak to the woman that was left in the house by herself, but not be super aggressive about it.
See anyone?
See, I think I'm gonna just
Maybe
speak to one person.
our first interaction with these people is going
Be
into
friendly.
into a room with a lone woman. It's probably
No, not going into a room, knocking on a door, waiting for her to answer, and explaining that we have fell through the fucking roof. We don't know where the fuck we are.
okay.
Can we
Yeah.
get help?
And just to be clear, there's no, in your history, there's no concept of underground civilizations. So there is no dwarven gnome cities.
Oh well,
under the ground.
we've just seen one gigantic one, so seeing this one probably not that surprising.
No, but I mean, it is surprising, as in there's no tales
See
of
an
under
actual city.
Yeah.
dwarves.
Some more
Dwarves live up mountains and they mine
Yeah.
mines and quarries. They don't, and gnomes come from villages and it's not. They don't live underground.
Yes, we'll deal
yeah.
with that.
And that's why Perseus is curious, because he was born and raised outside one of the dwarven settlements. But-
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, friendly approach. Just someone who's not even like dangerous to start with. So.
But cautious as well. Like, we shouldn't just be like, "Hello," in case they suddenly draw weapons on us. Like,
Well, we should just
So you
be
guys have-
unthreatening.
You guys have gone into the Southlands, into the deserts before on the surface. And while many of the men were away at war, many of the women and children were left at home to tend the farms. You often came across these farms on your scouting trips. And you can recall many a time where things did not go well, when a bunch of strange outlanders, armed and geared for war, even politely knocked. And you guys, when you went to the south,
Yeah,
you weren't.
let's stroll to
you
the
weren't-
city where there's lots of people.
right, here's what we're going to do. I'll take off my armor. I'll leave it with Khan. Me and Fern, if you can connect, disconnect from me and connect to Larry or Khan, me and you will go in.
In where?
Into either go knock on the door to that woman or try and find a building on the outskirts
Leave
of the city.
the woman.
Right, find a building on the outskirts of the city then. Maybe try and find a place that looks like a tavern or inn.
Deal.
Because me and Fran speak Dwarvish. And Khan, you're scary as fuck.
I got a kick of bear, mate. Dwarves love me.
And anti-dwarf. Yeah.
It's because I'm tall. Brethren them up with a beer. Dwarves love to drink.
Not the fact that you're tall, it's the fact that you're fucking Goliath. You're menacing as fuck. And you talk about eating things all the time.
And? Hey, I cook things these fuckers never seen. Be amazed.
Right, Perseus, so you're topping your armor. And you and Fern are heading into town?
Yeah, I've got my robe instead. Like
I'm on
wear
board
a
with that.
basic
Yeah.
robe.
And what visible weapons are you carrying?
I've got a walking stick, and that's it.
Cool.
I'm dropping off my javelins. I don't know if I should just have my long sword on my belt and shield on my back. Just that.
And leaving them on
I
your
would-
belt and back, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other two boys, Larry, Karen, where are you guys? Are you going to hold at the
I don't know. What's the plan? We don't go in.
Yeah, you two stick back at like our little campsite or by like outskirts.
I'll follow his orders.
Well,
Um,
the campsite's about a click outside from where you, or more, from where you first
Yeah,
encountered
so
these
stay on the outskirts.
farms.
And
Yeah,
So the
we'll
farms,
just
you
stay like
the,
a bit of ways out.
yeah, the farm's pretty safe. It doesn't look like it's been tended today. So,
Yeah.
and there's places to hide here.
if you're happy to hook up there, I will set up a psychic link with, let's say, Larry now.
Sure.
If Percy and I are going walking into town. Yeah.
Sure.
And is that psychic link? Is that Gaze of Two Minds?
No, it is Awakened Mind.
Okay, let me just read it.
So Awakened Mind is we can communicate. So as long as I'm within 30 feet of him, I can set that up, and then I can just keep it going for 9 minutes.
And it's telepathic. It's not a spell.
It's telepathic communication, so I'm not casting a
Cool.
spell. I'm not concentrating on it.
Brilliant. Okay.
It doesn't require anything to kind of keep going, but it will run out.
Cool. I'll just sit down on the ground outside the city, and
keep your eyes peeled.
yeah, just sort of sit and
Yeah.
eat some peanuts or
Yeah.
something.
So, Larry, Karen, about a couple of 100 meters ahead, you can see this uphill crossroads, and you can see a commotion. There's people either side of the street. There's a lot of pointing. You can catch the odd shouting. There's a bit of clamor.
It
There's a
looks like they've been
woman.
seen.
There's a woman hysterically shouting for something. And Fern and Perseus, as you face the crossroads, crowds either side, astonished, aghast. They don't know what they're looking at. There's people with pots and pans. There's the odd hammer being brandished. There's cries in dwarf for like outsiders, Auslanders, aliens. You don't really know what's being said half the time. And there's calls for guards. You're walking through the clamor. Nobody's interfering with you. And as you cross under this awning to what seems like a stone kind of pillar with the capstone on top with runes around it, you can feel this. Fern can, anyway. Oh no, Perseus probably could as well. Feel this ripple of something go over you. And you pass through this and walk into the city proper. You're only a street or two down before attracting the attention of a lot more people. And finally, people at a four ball of dwarves, I don't know what you call them. Yeah, 4 dwarves arrive with these stocky halberds. And they're all dressed in what you assume is guards' livery. They're all wearing full plate, heavy looking stuff, giant shoulder pads and squarish helmets. The left pauldron covered with runes. One of them has some sort of rune on a right pauldron that seems to mark him as in charge. And with his greyish big beard down covering his belly, bursting out from under this square cheeked helm, he barks in Dwarvish. Stand, strangers! And he'll level.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop still.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise my hands, like, show
Yeah.
that my hands are empty and I'm no threat. And I want to say it in like whatever Dwarvish I know, we mean no harm.
He spits on the ground and looks back at you. What is you're not welcome here.
Then
Wow.
help us get where we're going, maybe.
Apologies, we are lost. We are simply trying to find the surface.
Yes.
Trying to find what?
Above.
Oh boy.
You're under arrest. Guards, take them in. The three other guards will kind of fan out. And if you let them, they'll take a kind of diamond formation with the sergeant in front of you, keeping his place.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
javelins will be brandished, but not poked. There's no chains. They're just kind of moving you along a foot in front of their javelins.
For as long as I can, psychically, I'll let Larry and Khan know what's going on and where we're going.
Oh boy.
Just to keep them in the loop. Not necessarily expecting anything of you,
Yeah, and
but
as
for when we don't come back.
we're walking along, I'm just going to ask the sergeant, have we done something wrong besides not being welcome?
Yes.
We are not welcome, but you will not permit us to leave. I
We
understand.
can't. For our safety. And you're climbing up steps at this stage. As I said, the whole city's on a terrace. And kind of every long, shallow set of steps, there's another one of these pedestals. Every time you pass through it, you feel this wave of magic. Something is happening.
Are you also at war with the pale ones? The strong women and the skinny, weak men?
You will see a falter in his step, but he does not turn to look at you. You will travel through 6 more of these uphill or upstep. What are they called? I don't know, those gates in Japan, that type of thing.
Yes,
but made
I
of
know what
stone.
Tory gate.
Tory gates, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are all
Torii
inscribed with
gates.
runes, and every time you go through them, it's like fucking, there's some level of magical protection happening.
What
You're
are
just
they?
not defense, you'll just say.
Against the pale ones?
Shut up. And he'll eventually stop you at this large stone building. And as you look around, you can see hints of dwarven carvings and runes and architectural styles. It's a bit different, but it's close enough that you can see what it is. It's like the elves wandered far from the path, and yet the dwarves somehow stuck to their guns. And they haven't deviated as far, if indeed they came from the same kind of mother and father, hundreds of years ago, who knows. And you're led into these buildings specifically designed for dwarves, so you're kind of ducking as you go into them. And you're led into these squat stone cells, and now there's like more guards around. This is a guardhouse with a prison cell, and you're being forced into these pair of cells.
Oh
We will
god.
send for the Inquisitor,
Oh fuck.
he says.
Okay.
I wonder
So,
if we could prove
they're
that we aren't. Yeah.
They're the two that speak Dwarfish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just turn to Khan and I'll just say, "Come on, let's go." We'll just walk towards the city. Just put your weapons away. Let's go.
Have you got all of
I will
Percy's
have.
armor and army weapons?
Yeah, I'll pack everything to like a into a
Yeah, I'd
bag.
say Karn has them in a
I
satchel.
will also say they've probably never seen
Don't-
a bag
don't
of
my
holding,
shoulder.
so
Stash the bag.
tell
of
him
holding
it's your
between my
diabetes
ass
medication or something.
cheeks. I'll stash it between his ass cheeks. Prison wallet. That.
Yeah.
I can't exactly tell Farron to tell them not to do anything yet.
Hey,
Because you could come and
these
save us.
No, you
These
guys
are
don't know.
dwarves. These
Well-
are dwarves, and Khan has never had bad interaction with dwarves. He's always found them fun
So,
and entertaining.
Just don't
Larry
don't
and-
eat anybody, all right?
Larry and Karn, you saw commotion, but like
But
by the
Jeff
time they
told
got
us-
led into cells. Oh, sorry. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
of
he
course,
told
sorry.
us they were
Forgot about
being arrested.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
let's go.
So-
We'll just walk in and get arrested.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, your treatment is very different.
I'll show him with a smile and
Yeah, I'm gonna
bow.
smile. I'm just gonna be waving like.
So Larry, can you describe yourself for me again?
I can't remember. He's wearing like leather with a little hat and a cape.
It's again, it's the Indiana Jones vibe, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not rakish, but it's
He's
not
a fucking elf.
it's not style. It's not super stylish, but it's all right.
And how pale is your skin?
Yeah, Larry's a half elf.
Well, honestly, my character sheet has got quite dark skin, but I don't know. Probably
Well, you're a soldier. You've been warring in the south for a few years in the deserts.
let's
In the
go.
sun.
Well, fuck it. My character's image. Let's say that's his skin color. So it's
Cool.
like olive,
Let me just get your character up.
On the-
Oh yeah. Okay. And what color is your hair?
black.
The little model here on the table has
Oh yeah, the model is.
Made-
Also,
That was a poor choice.
Mediterranean skin, doesn't he? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
disguise
no, yeah.
self.
You shouldn't have picked black hair.
So you're not getting. Larry doesn't get like. Obviously, they're fucking freaked the fuck out about Karn. Like
Yeah.
Karn's just weird alien, giant creature who they do not trust, and like people are just shooing children into the houses. The braver of men that you only see the back of, because by the time they've thrown that rotten egg, they've gone. It's like shit has been thrown at Larry. People are running away from Karn. But if you-
I'll take my spidery cloak off. Actually, as well.
Oh yes, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh no! You're wearing a spider coated piece. You...
I'll
That's
just
what we say.
I'll
That's in,
bundle
what we
it
say
up.
that's in the bag of holding.
I'll bundle it up and hand
I
it to Khan. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I'll take
that
my
might be
prison wallet
important.
out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And with a great many more guards appear by the time you get in. They wait for you at the first Tory gate, and they wait for you behind it. They seem to want you to cross it before they act. They have set up a semicircle on the other side. There's
Well,
about
I will.
14 of them.
Oh God, I hope this.
I think
hope
I'm
this
gonna
is fine.
stand on the other side. I'm not gonna move through
I
that.
I
gate.
will hold my arms out low to the sides, non-threateningly, smile, and walk through the gate slowly.
And Larry, you do have magic, so you can feel something. But Karn just looks like a stone gate with runes in it. And they'll be barking. You don't understand what they're doing. They'll eventually be shooing you down one road. You get the idea. You're being led away.
I will be
And-
very, very cooperative.
And 10 minutes later, and a 200-300 foot climb later, you're close to the center of the city in the kind of, what did I say? Like you've passed through 5 or 6 gates by this stage, and you're led in. And like Karn, you're nearly down your fucking hands and knees crawling down this corridor, and you're sitting on the ground with your
Keeping along
fucking
like a dog.
knees around your fucking ears in the cell. You barely got into the thing, and you're all together. Your cells are 2 and 2 facing each other on this short corridor inside this what looks to be not too dissimilar from your cells back in Verdania, in some sort of police station or something.
Well, these people seem to be charming. They didn't execute me on sight.
Did they not take our weapons?
I think we hid everything, didn't we?
I was about to say, they
Yes, I
didn't
got a massive
take anything
battle
off me, so...
battle axe ain't fitting in the fucking.
Well,
No, they didn't. They
Huh?
didn't take your weapons,
Oh,
Yeah.
but they locked you in with them. And the
Okay.
gates, even to current size, are serious. As in, they're chunky iron,
Substantial.
well made.
They made a big performance about me stepping through that archway. I think I possibly passed a test. I'm not sure.
They told
But
us
they
they
seem a
serve
little skittish
defense.
about
Yeah.
what?
They told us that the gates, the archways, serve a purpose of defense.
A porpoise.
A porpoise. They defend against porpoises.
Okay, well, I guess I proved not to be a porpoise, so
Yes.
I'm allowed in. But they're definitely magical.
I think these people are scared that we are spies from those pale elves.
They they did not look kindly upon my visage when they noticed me.
Yeah. They threw things at him.
Well, yeah,
Just ran from me.
you're
They
part
threw-
elf, Larry. What do you expect?
I think I'm just an elf. Yeah.
All elf, all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look like those guys. I'm not a goddamn creepy, pale, goth weirdo.
Yeah, but clearly these folks don't get
They don't get out much.
outsiders. They don't get other people besides who lives here.
Yeah,
The-
they're pretty isolated down here.
Concept of surface seemed alien to them.
Oh god, they don't know about. Oh, okay, they don't know
Yeah.
about the world.
I wonder how long they've been down here. I wonder when they first came down here.
Maybe all dwarfs came from down here.
No dwarf I've ever met has built underground. No settlements that I'm aware of, at least.
What? Don't they live underground in mountains?
Well, not underground, like inside mountains, but those are on the surface still. And I live outside one dwarf, or I
That's
did
a
live
strange.
outside one
I
dwarf.
mean, if there's rocks above my head, I'm underground. I don't know.
Where I came from in mountains far, it was said dwarves live underground. But that's far away from here.
If you lived on top of a mountain, to your perspective, the dwarves would be underground, would they not?
You're all underground to me.
Exactly. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's not exactly a productive conversation. So
I think we need to make it clear to these people that
I think we
We're
did
not
make it
a
clear
threat.
we weren't a threat.
not just
Expression.
not just that we're not a threat, but also that we are enemies of the pale elves. Because if they're enemies, enemy of my enemy's my friend.
Not always.
sure.
Well,
Can
at least
I-
neutral.
Can I send my familiar out through the bars to take a look around?
Your familiar's not here.
Oh.
Yeah. Where did it go? Did it just disappear when we went down the waterfall?
I haven't.
No,
Or is it
no,
still
it
up
was
there?
it was skidding around when the patron visited, and before
Yeah.
when you were scouting out the lakes. You can't remember when you last saw it, unless you give us maybe a perception roll.
I will make the roll. And then
I mean,
maybe
I
I'll
don't know
attempt
anything
to.
about it.
Yeah.
Wait, have we ever seen it? It's always it was in the body of that cat, right?
I
only
think
Fern.
you've seen it once or twice. I think it was visible at some point in the tunnels.
Okay.
I can't quite remember.
Yeah.
I saw it
17.
when we killed the elves and found the tunnel entrance in the bottom of the thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't say anything because
Yeah.
it's none of my business.
17 on the perception roll.
Yeah, so it disappeared when you walked through the second gate.
Okay.
No, sorry, third gate.
Can I try and cast the spell to resummon it? Emphasis on try to.
Yeah, you try, and there's no access to the weave, to those strands of magic.
Huh.
We're in a null zone. There's no magic here.
And you think that possibly every gate that you crossed negated another level of spell.
Oh shit.
Unclear. Maybe. Of course.
And guys, I think we'll leave it there because I was winging it for a lot of tonight.
Good.
Okay.
That was good for winging it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You got us there.
I wonder why those tunnels just kept being like, nah, it's this endless labyrinth of
Well-
tunnels. Just like
Actually,
trying to think of what to
I had a map. No, I had a map.
Oh, you had the map for that, mate.
It was the map of the Mammoth Cave in somewhere in America,
Oh, cool.
and it was
Real
real world
map.
tunnels.
Yeah.
And I looked
Damn.
at it and said, "There's no way anyone could go into these and not get lost."
Yeah.
So I did give you options, but I mean, it was an impossible task. As soon as
Yeah.
you went into the tunnel, you were gone. You were just never getting back.
Without
Yeah.
a druid, you're fucked.
Yeah. Without some sort of
Commune with
Specialist.
nature or some shit like that. Like an elf druid in this whole situation with the right spells would have been fucking outstanding.
But you are far to the north, so thinking about it, you might be north of the lake now,
Yeah.
but you're still several, who knows how many miles or hundreds of feet underground. You can't tell. The water thing was pretty disorientating.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, we'll leave it there
Yep.
so I can plan properly for next week.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, the week after. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing
Because Gex
trivia.
is rocking it out.
Yeah. And a bullet for my Valentine. That'll be good.
I'm gonna throw down till you throw up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then get a get a train back that gets me back to Sheffield at 1 a.m. and then go work the next day.
Nice.
That will be fun for you.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm not going to be
Right.
drinking. So, good night.
I'm going to hit
Thank
the
you,
shops.
Gavin.
I will be back in a few, but yeah, I'll
Yeah.
see you. I'll talk to you all over the weekend, probably.
Yes.
Good night,
Good day. Good
In a
day.
bit.
Good day. Oh, that was good. Bye.